All right, look, PrizePicks is America's #1 sports picks app, and it's the easiest way to win cash while you're watching games. Here's how it works. You pick more or less on 2 or more players, and you lock it in. That's it. No spreadsheets, no nonsense. If player picks aren't your thing, you can also pick teams now. Winner, spread, total, all in the same app. Team picks are live in 30 states, including California, Texas, my home state, and Florida. Most importantly, new users use code Speakeasy. $5 gets you $50 in lineups for free. PrizePicks. It's good to be right.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the Speakeasy, sophisticated sports talk with the best in the game. I'm a large human being nicknamed Carebear, standing behind the bar, Kieran Hickey Simple, and I am pleased to be joined here today by one very annoying gentleman you see every single time this show is on, and one very special new guest. But let's talk about that annoying gentleman first. Emmanuel Acho, you're
beautiful people. Hey, y'all could be doing anything and you're hanging out with us. We do not take it for granted. Welcome to the Speakeasy. If it's your first time watching, consider us your online family. We are here to be your escape from what is likely a strenuous or an arduous week. So again, we don't make this show to talk at you, but to talk with you. If you want us to talk back, just drop a super chat and we are guaranteed to respond. Hey, if it's your first time watching, and even if you're hate watching, regulars, you know what to do. Drop some applause for the newcomers in the chat. And the last thing I will say, if we have done anything for y'all, it would mean everything to us if y'all hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button. After that, hit the like button. It pushes us further into the algorithm so we can continue to make some great content for y'all. We got a couple special guests, but I pay someone way too much money to introduce them, so I will not be introducing them. Carebear, turn me up!
Look, also joining us here in the Speakeasy, you know that Emmanuel Acho was an all-pro at the special teams level, even though it was his dream to play on defense and possibly win Super Bowls and get an all-pro on actual defense. Our special guest today actually did all of those things, won himself a Super Bowl, was an all-pro, and also a 3-time Pro Bowler back when Pro Bowls actually counted. They actually mattered back in that day. TJ Ward in the building. How we doing today, TJ?
What's happening?
What up, T?
What's good, man? Pleasure to be here, man. What's going on?
What y'all don't realize, me and TJ were teammates for a year. Kieran, you would be pleased to know I didn't play a snap that season.
Cleveland Brown year, right?
Cleveland Brown year.
Couldn't play a snap for one of the worst
No,
teams ever.
I couldn't. I tore my MCL. I was physically unable to play a snap.
You were on the pup list.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was ready.
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted. It's my dog TJ Ward. Shout out to TJ for being in the building. Hey, y'all show TJ some love in the chat too. Please, people, please show some respect.
And now, an uncomfortable conversation due to the lingering contract dispute going on right now. A certain someone decided not to show up to work today. He decided to strike. But we got someone better. How about that? We got someone better. Big Smitty in the building today. That's what I'm talking about.
Naptown is still in the building. Don't get it twisted, man. Social Trey, that's my brother, man. I'm filling in for him today. Excited to be here, y'all. It's gonna be a fun show, man.
Yeah, no, Social Trey
will be
will be
hear
back.
any terrible taglines?
Oh yeah, no more.
He came up with a terrible tagline.
What'd he say?
He said it was most relatable, least debatable. Before every single take.
Awful.
It was awful. We booed him collectively. It was kinda tough.
Before we get this show popping, TJ Ward, you got a lot of stuff that's popping. First and foremost, Safety First Show.
Yes, sir.
Where can I watch it? When can I watch it? How can I watch it?
Man, you can watch it on YouTube at Safety First Show, Instagram at Safety First Show, TikTok at Safety First Show. That's about it. That's about it. That's
who do we do the show with? You do the show Dolo?
Man, I do the show Dolo. Sometimes I bring on my guy Deshaun Golson. He co-hosts with me at times. But most of the time, man, I'm just in front of the camera talking shit. You know I like to talk shit, bro. So
he's not wrong.
I just give it to the people how they want it,
He
man.
is not wrong. And one final thing. The man to my right is usually talking about 2-5 Sports Agency, no free pub, no free pro. I know this much. You got Player Above Sports Group.
Yes,
Talk
sir.
to me.
Player Above Sports Group, man. We doing the NIL, we doing pro representation, management. We got basketball, we got football, man. We covering all angles, man. I got a great team. We started back in 2021, man. We transitioning a little bit to the NIL, man. As you see, it's a lot of guys out here in this space, man. They need some help. They need some guidance, man, and that's what we here for. We
Kieran, if you had to choose between 2-5 Sports Group
Oh yeah.
And player above sports group. Like, how are you making
anyone
this?
but Shady. Yeah, absolutely.
Hey man, but
Anyone
that's
but
the
Shady.
beauty.
I'm right there with you.
I mean, you don't really got. We need
I'm
more
already
of
signed
us
up.
in the space, right?
Facts.
Me and Shady stepping into this as ex-players, as guys that has been through everything, right?
Yeah.
The ups and downs, high school, college recruiting, Pro Bowls, Super Bowls, all that, man. Who else would you rather have gotten you than guys that made it to the absolute top and had hindrance along the ways? Not always was a smooth path, right?
facts.
You know
Yeah.
that.
That's
It's
facts.
hard. You know,
That's
you're going to
facts.
have your peaks and your valleys, man. It's how you maneuver them. So
Yeah.
that's what we here
Here's
for.
the thing, TJ. What you got to learn: Kieran didn't graduate from high school. And
Whoa, hold on. Hell no. I graduated from high school.
When you use
GED.
words,
I graduated.
when you use words like hindrance and maneuver, you gotta reel it in.
Yeah,
you
that's-
gotta
that was
you gotta reel it
This is
in.
crazy.
Five-letter word math.
have
You
my
said
diploma.
it wasn't in the GED. It wasn't in the GED handbook.
Five-letter word
I
math.
dropped out of college with a 3.81. What are we doing?
Oh, okay. Can you start the show?
You know what, man? You know
Please.
what? This
Start
is
the
something
show.
else. The athletes telling me about some stuff. This is ridiculous. All right, look, we do have a loaded show for you guys today. Let's talk about the biggest news in the sports world, though. Today, Shams dropped a bomb on the internet saying that the Charlotte Hornets were trading their star point guard LaMelo Ball and Josh Green to the Minnesota Timberwolves for Naz Reid, a 2033 unprotected first-round pick, 3 first-round pick swaps in 28, 29, 30, and 3 second-round picks in 29, 2032, and 2033. These don't even sound like real dates. It's kind of crazy. But, fellas, big trade. Ant now gets that facilitator on his
Yeah.
team. Do you guys think that LaMelo Ball and Anthony Edwards, 2 of the most polarizing players in all of the NBA, can coexist on the same team?
Yes. For this reason, LaMelo Ball will help Ant-Man get to a championship if and only if Ant-Man can learn how to play off the ball. That is the next step of the Ant-Man evolution. That is the next step of Ant-Man's game. We saw Ant-Man develop the three-point shot. We already know he has elite athleticism, sci-fi caliber athleticism, but Ant-Man, can you understand how to move off of the ball? Can you continue to raise the cerebral aspect of your game? What I did not want to see is Ant-Man have to be the predominant ball handler. He no longer does. Now you got a dude who is a walking 10 assist player in LaMelo Ball. And here's the great news for LaMelo Ball. LaMelo, you don't have to go drop 30 and 10, which the Hornets were expecting you to do in the playoffs. Now, LaMelo, you can be a true point, and Ant-Man, you can be a true assassin scoring the ball. But it's very simple. If Ant-Man does not learn how to operate without the ball in his hands, this is just a splashy trade that will be sizzle for about 1 month to start the season, and it will yield no results. It's all on Ant-Man learning how to move without the ball. If he can do that, sky's the limit, T. Sky's the limit.
I mean, I think that's going to be the easy part for him. I truly do. I think now they have the best backcourt in the NBA. You bring in Melo, who, you know, is like you said, 20 and 10 with his eyes closed. Ant-Man is 30, and, you know, he's not really the assist guy.
Yeah.
But when you bring a player like LaMelo Ball in, who was second in the league in three-point shots to his teammate, now you create another scorer, a person that's going to handle the ball, a person that commands double teams as well. And like you said, when Ant is able to move off the ball, his three-point game has improved.
Correct.
So now them shots become a lot easier. I was about to say more easy. That doesn't go. that doesn't make any sense. But now it makes it more possible for him to get to the basket as well. And we know he has that lift. He has that explosion. He finishes at the basket. This backcourt definitely, without a doubt, has potential to get them to the finals.
Here's what's interesting. I want to agree with TJ Kieran. I really do. But if Ant-Man doesn't take the next step, number one, and then number two, from a maturation perspective, do we trust LaMelo Ball and Ant-Man to be the leaders of this team? Gobert's not. Gobert's not a vocal leader. Gobert ain't leading nobody nowhere. McDaniels is silent. He started talking his cash this year, obviously, calling out Jokic, saying all the Denver defenders suck. I loved it. But at the end of the day, this team is going to go is Ant and LaMelo take them. They are the 2 most talented players on the court. Do we trust their leadership, TJ? You know what it takes to win a championship. Obviously, you won a Super Bowl 50 with the Denver Broncos. So you know it's not just about talent, albeit y'all had all of it. Von Miller, Peyton Manning, DeMarcus Ware, yourself, Chris Harris, Akeem. I get it. But it's also about leadership. Do you trust the leaders on the court?
Well, let's look at it, right? They both pretty young. They both were drafted in 2020, right?
Okay.
They're going into their sixth season. Sixth season now, right? So coming into Denver, you brought that up. Players like myself, Aqib Talib, Von Miller. You know, at the time, there were maybe some questions about our leadership, questions about our seriousness, questions a little bit about our commitment to the game, right? We've all had our past little issues in the league. You bring these guys together. Now they have the ability to challenge each other, hold each other accountable, knowing that both of these players, both of these young men expect to be great. They expected to be great when they came into this league. You got number 1 overall and number 3 overall. We have a duty to prove that we are not busts. It's our responsibility to prove that we are the players that we got drafted into this league. And what I love about what Minnesota did is they took a page from the Rams book. Fuck them draft picks. Because a lot of times you look at these number 1 overall picks, have they even been to the finals?
Yeah, true.
How many of the last 10 years number 1 draft picks have made it to the finals?
That's a good question.
1?
Yeah.
Your boy and Anthony Edwards and
Carl Anthony Towns?
Carl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, Carl Anthony Towns.
well, I don't think that was in the last 10 years. He may be a little.
Yeah, he might be actually 10
he
years
might be a
ago.
little older.
Yeah.
But Spurs
Yeah.
and Edwards.
Yeah.
And the Spurs are really the only ones in Edwards' way.
Let me ask you this, because you said something interesting that we gotta exacerbate the point on. You said when you was in Denver, it was a bunch of young cats holding each other accountable. How the hell does that work? Because it almost seems like you have the blind leading the blind. If Shady were sitting here, I would tell him about our Eagles team. You had a young LaShawn McCoy. You had a young Deshaun Jackson. Mike Vick wasn't young, but obviously returned from jail, all the things. You had not a young Jason Peters, but like there's a world in which the most talented players were maybe the least mature players. Outside of Vic, jail obviously expedited his maturation. When you're in Denver, the most talented players, not DeMarcus Ware, but the Von Millers, the Aqib Talibs, the yourselves, some could argue were the least mature players. You were mature, I played with you. But like, it almost feels like the blind leading the blind. If we're depending on LaMelo and Ant-Man to hold each other accountable, make sense.
I'm gonna jump in here. If we're talking about from a PR perspective, they are an absolute nightmare. Absolutely. LaMelo Ball and Anthony Edwards are going to drop more curse words in a press conference than we have ever seen before in any league history.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And it's going to be awesome. On the
It's gonna
court,
be funny.
though, yeah, it's going to be hilarious. It's going to be hilarious. But on the court, I don't really have a question about Anthony Edwards' ability to show up in big moments, lead his team, be of sound mind, and get the job done come playoff time. We were talking the last show, or I think it was 2 shows ago, about Anthony Edwards' ability to be a championship one. I think whenever you get a guy like LaMelo Ball, which is the reason why there was rumors that they wanted Kyrie Irving, he wants a ball-dominant player that is also a capable facilitator to take the brunt of those possessions. And that now is going to be the development for Anthony Edwards. I thought the step that he was going to have to take was going to be as a facilitator moving forward, because he is so ball dominant. But now, like you said, Acho, he has to be better off the ball, which I think is an easier transition and easier for him to grow as a player than him becoming one of the better facilitators in the league or running the offense completely through him. Now that you have a guy that does have that facilitating bag, who can also go out there and give you buckets, and now LaMelo Ball is understanding, hey, I'm here to make plays. I'm here to do crazy things, but I'm not going to have a 36-shot performance in any of these games because it's Anthony Edwards' team, and he is the primary scorer on this team.
Yeah.
Who's the most important player to their success? On the surface, you instantly say, Acho, that's dumb as hell. It's Ant-Man. But if you really think about it, to me, LaMelo is the steering wheel. Like, LaMelo is going to dictate the pace, which is going to be incredible, by the way. I'm moving McDaniels to the 4. I'm starting Ayo because he's making $112 million. I'm starting Ant-Man. I'm starting LaMelo. I'm starting Gobert. I don't know how Gobert is going to keep up with the pace, but I would make the argument that LaMelo might be more important to the success of the T-Wolves than Ant-Man. Is that an asinine take?
No,
Somebody check.
That's not an asinine take because you're coming in. You gave up the house for him, pretty much, or the future.
Yeah,
you gave up the future for him. He's going to be the one with the ball in his hand most of the time, like you said. He's not going to be asked to be a volume shooter like he was with the Hornets. And now, Melo, he comes in, and Ant has to be more direct with the shots he takes. He doesn't have to do everything. So when you look at the league now, and you look at the teams that the Knicks, Brunson, you look at OKC, SGA, you look at just these teams that everything moves around the guards, right? We talk about, or I've heard a lot about talk about how you have to have a big man, you have to have this in the NBA to win a championship, right? I forgot who the commentator was said that Brunson wouldn't win the championship because he was 5'11".
Yep.
And look what happened. This league is ran and controlled by the guards. Big, small, and indifferent. And when you look at this backcourt, like I said earlier, they have the best in the NBA now. Now you have a team where you do your job.
Karen, why are you making that face?
Gobert, you do your job. Daniels, you do your job.
You don't agree.
Everyone, do your job and you win a championship. I don't have to bleed over into other people's responsibilities. When that happens, chaos commences.
Yep.
I'm telling you, no one knows their role, and that's when no one shuts their mouth and come to work. I'm telling you right now.
Look, first, I have to disagree with you. Then, I have to disagree with you. All right? First,
it's okay.
the Timberwolves with just LaMelo Ball and no Anthony Edwards, they're not a championship contender whatsoever. The Timberwolves with Anthony Edwards and without LaMelo Ball, we just have seen the past couple of years, are actually a serious championship contender. If LaMelo Ball, with a talented group of Brandon Miller, with Conquistable shooting three, the lights out, still only managed to be a play-in team with all of that around them. Yeah. I think we've seen now LaMelo Ball is not capable of being a championship one, so I can't say he's more important to the squad. I do think he is important to this squad.
I wouldn't say he's more. I'm not saying he's more important than Edwards. What I'm saying is, he's going to make this thing, and I think this is what we're both saying, it's on him to make this thing turn over.
Yeah.
Right? It's on him.
Yeah.
If his play isn't up to what they acquired and what they expected in that acquirement, it's not going to work.
Yeah.
And my thing is, why I love it is because I like Naz, right? He's a good player. He was too streaky.
That's true.
6'10". Get your ass in the key. Why are you always back here shooting three-pointers, and you so streaky? Now Anthony Edwards has to do more.
Yeah.
Everything is on him, and now the defense has to play tighter. When you streaky and you 16 and you're not getting rebounds, you can't be on my team. You got to go.
But losing him and losing Julius Randle, you don't have any concern about like losing those 3-and-D, those tough wing defenders, like in the playoffs, nitty-gritty. At the end of the day, we know these guys can score, LaMelo and Ant. But defense wins championships.
Yeah, for
when they really get serious, you know that more than anybody. Defense wins championships. I'm concerned that they don't have enough of those dogs on the defensive end. The guys that's going to dive on the ground, dive for the ball, rebound, all the little things to win a game.
Those little things you can find. Right? Them bench players come and step up.
Yeah.
You get some guys with G League or whatever. That's the high-end players don't necessarily, you don't have to worry about that with those
you
guys.
jumped it.
You need the hungry guys.
Yeah, that's the reason. That's the reason why you paid Ayo DeSumo, though. You ended up paying Ayo DeSumo. You still got Dante DiVincenzo on the team. He can give you a bunch of fun any given night.
Exactly.
He's coming off the bench now. You also have Jaden McDaniels, who has looked to take that next step, which is the reason why I think they feel comfortable moving off of Julius Randle.
Correct.
And it's
and let me add to this though.
Plays D?
Let me add to this. I think what they really see is this. OG Anunoby played the 4 on a championship team.
Yep.
Champagne played the 4 on a championship team. McDaniels, your behind can play the 4 on a championship team.
Yeah.
They've been sitting McDaniels at the 3,
Yeah.
Randall at the 4, Gobert at the 5. I think the T-Wolves started to look around and Finch started to look around and say, wait a second. If OG can play the 4, McDaniels, you can play the 4. We need to get up and run.
Right.
We need to get up and run.
Yep.
We need length. We need athleticism. We need speed. We need to get up and run.
Yeah.
I think they're looking at the New York Knicks model. And the New York Knicks model, we got a lot of length. We got a lot of athleticism. We got a lot of dudes that can get up and down the court. We don't have a bunch of heavy-footed individuals. And Julius Randle, with all due respect, was simply a heavy-footed individual. Beautiful people. Again, y'all tapped into the Speakeasy. Shout out to TJ Ward, NFL All-Pro and Super Bowl champ. He is in the building, sitting in for TJ Hushman-Zada. Shout out to what I would call Social Smitty, a.k.a. Big Smitty.
Yes, sir.
Sitting in the building for Social Trade. Now, Smitty, it is time to put you to work, sir. We got some super chats.
Let me set up.
And now, let me preface with this. Give me a 2-shot, please, of me and Social Smitty. Thank you, sir. Now, Smitty, what you don't realize is we have a resident comedian, King Drewski.
Okay.
We have another resident comedian.
Tall Up 340.
Tall Up 340.
Okay.
Our weird cousin, his name is Central Cash. You might see him.
He's so weird,
Central
bro.
Cash.
Central
You might
Cash,
see
okay.
him.
Central Cash is the weirdest dude you'll ever see in your time.
But he's family, though.
He's family.
Okay,
He
all
is,
right.
unfortunately.
Keep him at a distance.
Yep.
Yeah.
But he's family.
Okay.
B. Todd. You might see Benjamin Todd. He's just one of the greatest people in the chat.
Shout out to B. Todd.
I
Great
can
dude.
do 413. He's a team chaplain.
Okay.
Sugar
Absolutely.
Mama Shannon, if you see her, great woman.
Sugar
God
Mama
fearing.
Shannon.
Sugar Mama Shannon. Her
yeah.
actual name is Shannon.
Shannon Perkins.
Yes, but
No. Shannon
5'9".
Where's
Shannon
she
something.
at?
I don't know.
Why, TJ?
TJ, relax.
Hey, man.
Okay, relax. Sugar Mama Shannon is spoken for, I think.
Shannon. He I don't know. If she is fucking for it, she like herself some chocolate.
She likes some chocolate. With that being said, I think we got $100 super chat. We start with those, and
Yes.
you work your way through, sir.
We got a couple $100 super chats. So we got one from yesterday that I don't want to put my dog Social Trey on the spot, but shout out to Angie West
Already doing a better
5248
job.
$100 C note. She said I'm a first time super chatter, but I've watched all the recorded shows.
Shout
She
out.
said hi, gray area shady.
Very shady. Yep.
Weight loss, undercover Eagles lover, Carebear.
Whoa!
I chose special team Nigerian, not American black, thanks shady. And Social Trade, who needs a new contract, Gray Show Fly, Eagle Fly. So that's from yesterday.
That was from yesterday.
Get
Angie,
straight to it. Angie West,
Undercover Eagle
5248.
lover is gross.
Crazy.
Angie, if you watch every show, shout out to you. We appreciate you. That's love. That's love. That's love. Shout out to you, Angie. Get to him today,
Yes,
sir.
yes. So our other C note, $100 is coming from, this is Chris Strawn.
Shout out Chris.
3396.
Yeah, he
Glad
regular.
to see some new blood in the Speakeasy. Let's see you at work. Shout out to you, Chris, man. Appreciate you, man. I'm new to y'all, but Acho, we go way back.
Here's the thing,
We go
Smitty.
way back.
Kieran, I don't know if that super chat was directed at Smitty. Might have been directed
It said
at
new blood.
Yeah, but I think it was directed at T.
You think so?
Yeah.
I went to Ball State.
I mean, I know, but
All conference.
just the way Chris Strong was, I just don't think it was for.
You don't think it was
TJ,
Smith?
what you think,
I ain't
TJ?
going for
That's
Smitty.
crazy.
I ain't going for TJ.
think
It's
it was
both
me
of
and
them.
I think it was both.
Family.
New
Both
blood, not just one person.
Thank
Like,
both of 'em.
New blood. It was the
BOFEM.
It be your own
Both
people
of 'em.
hating on you,
Both
man.
both of them.
Anyway, shout out to you, Miss Strong.
Just
Chris
really,
Strong,
I'm sorry you had to deal with
396.
Acho's hatred as soon as you get in here, man.
You know what I'm saying?
He's a spiteful person that doesn't pay people what they need. You know?
Wow. Can't believe it, Acho.
Speaking
Can't
of,
believe it.
I think we need to split that 150. I mean, that 100
Let's talk O-line.
let's
Let's
split
talk O-line.
that 100.
Can you keep reading super chat?
Let's keep going, man. We got, hold on, T White 020. Hold on. Yo,
Trey?
most relatable, least debatable. Check it in. First off, shout out Big City. TJ, I'm sorry you smushed between two haters. Hashtag pay trade.
This is so gross,
Natal's
bro.
in the building.
Putting hashtag pay trade
On his own
on your
super
own
chat.
super chat is crazy.
How much did he pay for that
You
super
just
chat?
paid Acho.
1999, 20 ball.
It's okay. Take $20 out of whatever.
Yeah, whatever he was going to get.
You always need a hot 20 in your pocket. Shout out to Social Trade, man. My dog. Most relatable, least debatable.
Most relatable.
We got next for
least
y'all.
debatable.
IG dot.
Least relatable, most debatable.
Yes. Next up, we got IG dot legit underscore 1999 right here, man. Hornets finished the year leading the league in offensive rating with LaMelo driving the car. Wolves have needed a true point guard for years.
Yeah. That's true.
Ant can get his own, but LaMelo makes it easier for everyone with his passing.
Yeah. The best that offense looked was when Mike Connolly running the show, and old Mike Connolly. I think now LaMelo can add some things to
And
it.
do you know
Absolutely.
where Mike Conley's
With a
from?
more deadly
No,
offense.
is he from Indianapolis?
I digress.
That's such a disgusting city.
Don't get mad, John. I'm just letting you be known. I'm just letting it be known, man. We got another. All right, here we go. Kenro 200X 20 ball. Darnell. I was a day one fan of the original incarnation of the old show, and I'm happy to see you on this evolved version of it. Bless y'all and have a great year. I got fans in the chat.
Come
My
on now.
first day in the building.
That's what I'm talking about.
Speakeasy. I got
Already
fans.
more aura than Trey. Already. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Wow.
Shout out to you, Ken Rowe. Shout out to you, Ken Rowe. Love it, love it, love it.
Two more super chats.
Two
D,
more. Let's do it. Meet me outside 5280. Meet me
Meet
outside
me.
5280.
Big meet.
It's my anniversary.
It's your
Went all the way
anniversary.
to. Come on, start singing.
Anniversary.
Ooh.
Oh man, you going crazy. I know. I ain't getting to see nothing.
That's a banger.
Okay, anyway, it's my anniversary. I went all the way to Colombia to get my woman. Former firefighter and a great woman. She saved many lives. 3 years in. Can I get a shout out for Liliana, Chiefs Kingdom? Shout out to Liliana.
Shout out to Liliana.
Hey,
that was a layered super chat.
I went to Colombia too.
Hey, pass
Oh, he got her
bro.
from there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Colombia, not like Ohio.
Yeah. No. He said he went to Colombia, the country,
yeah.
to meet her, and they've been together 3 years now. So you know what? Congratulations.
Congrats.
Hold on. Here's a question. Here's a question. Hold on.
Ask her if she's ever met Shady McCoy.
Hold on.
Medellin McCoy.
I'm just saying, Dominican Republic, Colombia.
Shady.
Just ask her, hey, you familiar with a dude named Shady? He played American football.
Yeah.
Apparently his name is in circles out there. You never know.
Last one, dude.
Yes, last one. Central Cast.
Here we go.
$10, y'all. TJ.
Here's the thing. You have to warn us. You
Okay.
can't, you gotta be like, oh gosh, weird cousin. Like, make everybody know. Weird cousin, Central
These
Cast.
are the only ones you have to screen. I'm telling you. It's
Central Cast are the ones
We got our family coming in. That's on me, y'all. Our cousin, he a little different. You got to invite him to the cookout. You have to, but you got certain things that got to be put into play before he enters the building, y'all.
There it is.
Shout out to Central Cast. He says this. TJ, them pants looking like shined tires. Smitty, I know that desk small as hell over there. Got you in the kindergarten's desk.
I wish he was here. I'll get on him.
And Smitty, can you do 20 push-ups?
It's just...
Yeah, he crazy as hell.
Yeah, who can't do 20 push-ups here, man? What the hell?
Can you do 20? Do you see my chest?
Yeah, come on
You
now.
think I can't do 20 push-ups?
Here's what you don't realize. Last week, it's a true story, TJ. Yeah. Last week, a super chatter asked Kieran to do 10 push-ups. Kieran's been on a weight loss journey. He's lost like 50 pounds. Kieran's like, I'm not doing 10 push-ups in front of the show.
Right.
Shady said, I'll give you a stat right now to do 10 push-ups. Kieran said no. A super chatter said,
I'm not getting on the floor and starting doing
a
push-ups.
super chatter said, I will give $300.
He said two.
To add to
200
that.
to add to that.
To the stat.
He said no.
That's
They was blaming me.
$1,300.
How much are they paying you?
Too much.
To just say no.
Too much.
I'm from the far east side of that sound. If he tell me right now, if somebody offer me that right now,
Yeah.
I'm doing 20 push-ups live on the show right there on the front. So Acho, if you want to give me a stat, let me know. I know you got it.
That means it's time for
you
the
stay in the
has
gym.
Next.
We were just talking about the
Definitely has
gym.
it.
Next
He
topic,
walked
Kieran
around
Jones.
hoping somebody asked him to do something. Lift this
he's
up.
waiting.
All right, I've been waiting all day for somebody asked me to do that.
Damn, big body ass.
You know, give
Anyway,
me $10.
let's keep the show pushing. We have some breaking news out of the National Football League. Lions cornerback Terrion Arnold has been arrested in connection with an armed robbery and kidnapping in Tampa, Florida earlier this year and is facing multiple felony charges that carry a maximum sentence of life in prison. There's some further details here from Ari Marov. He said the full Terrion Arnold story. Police say that this all started after Terrion Arnold and several others had property stolen from an Airbnb that Arnold rented in Largo in Florida in early February. Investigators say that Arnold believed some of the eventual victims were responsible, even though the police later determined that they were not involved in that theft. On February 3rd, police say that Arnold and Bakai Hilton, who investigators say helped coordinate the alleged setup, directed Ariana Del Val and Jasmine Randazzo to contact one of the victims and lure him to an apartment in Tampa around midnight. On February 4th, investigators say that the victims arrived at the apartment. Once they entered a bedroom, police say Christian Williams and Lindell Hudson, who had been hiding in a closet, jumped out, grabbed the victims, held them at gunpoint, and attacked them. Investigators then said that the incident was streamed to Arnold, Hilton, and Freddie Hughes while they were traveling to the apartment. Police also say there was a group chat involving the defendants and that Arnold and Hilton gave directions through that chat while the attack was happening. About an hour later, police say Arnold arrived at the apartment with Hilton, Hughes, and another person that he directed them to go inside while the robbery was still going on. Investigators say the property was stolen from the victims during the attack, and around 1:40 a.m., police said the victims were escorted out of the apartment by armed suspect and forced into their vehicle before leaving the scene. Police say Del Val, Williams, and another individual got into the vehicle driven by Arnold and left the area. The victims later reported the incident to the Tampa police and identified the suspects. After search warrants were executed, the investigation continued. Detectives arrested multiple people in the case the following weeks, and police say Arnold was the primary conspirator in the alleged robbery/kidnapping plot. He turned himself in on Wednesday night and is now facing 4 counts of kidnapping and 4 counts of armed robbery. This was him earlier today in his court appearance. He's going to be held without bond until his pretrial detention hearing on Monday, where prosecutors will argue that he should remain behind bars without bond pending trial. Fellas, obviously an absolutely insane story involving Terrion Arnold, former, I believe, first-round pick for the Detroit Lions, not but 3 years ago in the NFL draft. Your reaction to this news?
TJ, you a DB, bruh, so I know this might hit home for you. Speak to this. I'll respond after.
Man, this is a totally unfortunate situation, man. Young kid coming into his dream, some allegedly got robbed for some things and allegedly did all this that was just stated, but this is like it's an error of these young kids, right? And I don't know if it's the no snitching or you don't want to call the police, so you go in to handle it yourself. Allegedly, it just don't make no sense to me. Like, it don't make no sense. You wait till you're in the NFL. You got everything ahead of you. Now, have they been the greatest first 3 years of your life or of your career? No. You dealt with some injuries. You haven't played well in spots, but you're still in the NFL. You're a first-round draft pick. So I just don't understand if this is true, why, right? If this is true. Now, if it's not true, or even if he still has to go to trial, I think that he deserves bond, right? No one died. There was no death in this situation. We've seen killers get off with bail, right? Get released on bail. So I think at minimum he deserves to be out on bail while the trial, is ahead of him, or while he's waiting for trial. But it's just a mix of, like, back in the day when athletes wanted to be rappers and rappers wanted to be athletes, it meant totally something different. Yeah. Right? It's like the lifestyle, the exercise of being an athlete, the exercise of rapping, actually doing the activity. Now it's like the rappers want to be killers, the killers want to be rappers and athletes, and now the athletes want to be killers and robbers. Like, it's just a cohesion of mess. Yeah. That's what it looks like, a cohesion of bullshit. And I just hope and pray that he gets away or gets off if it's not true. And if it is true, it's just stupidity, right? First off, you don't text your conspiracy. Yeah. That is rule number 1. And I'm not a criminal, but I know if I was going to commit a crime, I wouldn't write it down.
Any sort of plotting never needs to be documented.
I wouldn't text anyone what I was going to write down. Yeah. So that's just dumb. It's dumb. If they find all this in text messages and hold this bail against them because it was found in text in a group chat with multiple people, not one person you can trust, but a group chat. You can't even trust people to stay in the group chat. People be leaving, kicked out, all types of shit. Other people joining. You put it in a group chat?
Here's the thing, bruh. T. Cook right there. Terrion Arnold, play stupid games, win stupid prizes, and you're about to win the biggest, dumbest prize that a human can win. Congratulations. It's one thing to conspire against an individual. It's another thing to get caught for conspiring against an individual. It's another thing to be on FaceTime while conspiring against individuals who ultimately didn't even rob you. You play stupid games. You win stupid prizes, and you're about to have to pay the stupid tax. Except this stupid tax is so expensive, you might not even be able to bond your way out of this situation. It's a sad situation, but it's not a situation in which I can necessarily feel bad for an individual because this was so dumb. This is one of those situations where you simply watch too much TV, bruh. You watch too much TV. This was some television type stuff, Kieran. Like, this wasn't like a real situation. True story. I've never shared this story, I don't think, publicly before. My Airbnb got robbed before. Austin, Texas. I had 2 houses. The 2 houses were about 1,500 meters away from each other. It's a true story. I still got pictures on my phone, TJ. You'll be like, wait, what the hell? I go back into, I leave town maybe to go to, it was South by Southwest in Austin.
Yeah.
South by Southwest in Austin, you can rent out your house for real money.
Yeah.
I rented out my crib, 8 days, maybe like 6 days, $18,000. At the time, to Emmanuel Acho,
Some bread, yeah.
Some real bread.
When you say, like, at the time, like,
This-
back when I was broke like you, that's a lot of money.
If I was in your shoes,
Yeah. Your broke ass, that's a lot of money for you.
I know you can relate.
So look,
That's messed up.
This is a true story. So $18,000 I was gonna get. I get back in town from leaving out of town, and the guest of my Airbnb, he texts me. He says, "Hey," he didn't text me. He texted my property manager, and he says, "Hey, can I stay in the house a little longer?" No, I'm back in town now.
Yeah.
I pull up to my crib, open the door. It's a mess. It's a mess, but everything seems fine. But it's a mess. I go to my closet. My closet is locked. And inside my closet is where I kept my valuables. All my bull rings at Texas, blah, blah, blah. Had 2 Rolexes, had cash in a safe. Boom. The lock had been messed with, Kieran, because I could see the paint had been moved from around the door handle, but it was still locked. We're good. Everything's good. We are a box cutter, matches, all types, but we're good. Ain't been hit. 2 days later, I'm packing to go to Houston. I go inside my closet. I get my Louis bag. About to put my Rolex on. The hell? Where my Rolex? Hold on. Where my other Rolex? Hold on. Where my bowl rings? I had $18,000 in the safe. Lord help me. Hold on. Where my money? I didn't go back and try to rob the cats that robbed me. You feel me? What I did was, okay, number one, Airbnb has insurance up to $100,000. Terrion, Arnold. That's the first thing. So whatever is you can provide a receipt for or a forged receipt, Airbnb has insurance. Do that. First thing. Second thing is, call the necessary enforcement officers that you got to call and be like, hey, G, can y'all figure this out? And when I called who I had to call, they said it's interesting what falls from a tree when you rattle it. That's what the cop told me back. It's interesting what falls from a tree when you rattle. At first, they called the individuals that were staying at the Airbnb. We don't know nothing. We don't know nothing. We don't know nothing. Then they subpoenaed the cell phone records and saw who was staying at the Airbnb, blah, blah, blah. Now, tension is, they didn't, unless you get robbed, TJ, you might know this, unless you get robbed for more than $50,000, it's a misdemeanor, not a felony. And as a result, they won't pay extradition because they don't want to spend as much money as it takes to extradite an individual. The dude who robbed me lived in Florida. They don't want to have to fly him from Florida to Austin with the police officer. It costs too much money. So like, sorry, Acho, unless the dude gets arrested in a neighboring state or gets his license run in a neighboring state to Texas, long story short, he's good. But Airbnb reinforced me. I say all that to say, Terrion Arnold, I've been in the position you've been in. Got hit for 2 rollies. And I had a picture of the dude leaving my house with the Rolex on and my scarf covering his face. I got a camera outside my crib. I got a picture of it still on my phone. I didn't go back and try to rob these dudes at gunpoint and record it. You feel me? Like, these aren't unique situations. This is just unique stupidity.
No, it's very dumb. I think a lot of people in our generation are obsessed with get back.
Yeah.
They're obsessed with, you did something to me. I gotta do it back to you. And it is a stupid game to play. It's a dumb game to play. There's so many different ways that you could go about it. And even whenever it comes to the bond situation, TJ, the reason why I think he probably isn't getting bond is because you kidnapped someone and let him walk. You kidnapped someone instead of contacting the proper law enforcement and doing the things the right way. So now whenever this person is now reporting you, can I trust you to not go do the same exact thing again?
Yeah.
You're so obsessed with get back that you did something highly illegal that you knew was illegal. You did a million different stupid things and you plotted it as well. So now I can't let you out into the free world and let you go do this possibly to someone else. Those same people that you did. And we understand the dynamic though too. The law enforcement is saying, I understand the dynamic. You're the pro ball player and then here are your friends. Your goons is what they're gonna call them.
Right.
You're going out there and doing all of this crazy stuff. It's your Airbnb, but now you got your hitters with you to be able to go get somebody back and all this other stuff. It's dumb. It's a dumb game. It shouldn't be happening. And unfortunately, I think it just cost Terrion Arnold, who's a great dude.
That's what's crazy.
A great dude. And it probably just cost him his career.
If it's your goons, right? And they your ride or die, they not gonna give you up.
Yeah, they
gave him up.
They're gonna take the fall.
Right. Yep.
But you know the problem
They
is
gave him up.
He wrote it down. He gave himself up. He put it in writing.
That's true.
And you on FaceTime. You feel me?
Yeah.
And
Why even play that game though?
Because man, it's
why
like
even
an
play
image,
that
man.
game?
These cats is like you said, it's like some movie shit. They obsessed with the image.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's not the real thing. They not worried about being what they projecting. It's all about the projection. Right? Back in the day, you wanted to be that stone cold guy without projecting it. Everybody just knew. I didn't have to go project all over the world. This is what I am. I'm tough. Motherfuckers knew, hey, by word of mouth, don't fuck with Acho.
Yep.
Don't fuck with Smitty. Because people witnessed some shit that he done did. Not because he out there talking about some shit that he done did, especially in the group chat.
Right.
Smitty, chime in on this.
Yeah,
brother.
man.
You got thoughts?
No, for sure, man. I want to second, kind of add to what Carebear was saying. Myself and a lot of people who grew up like me, we grew up with like parents who told you, hey, if he hit you, hit him back. If he does this, do this back. So from a child all the way up, as an adult, a lot of us grow with that mindset of get your get back.
Yeah.
This happens to you, don't let him punk you, Darnell. Don't let him if he hit you, play with him back. Like that's that mindset. But when you get older, you would hope you would mature to a point of understanding that I got stuff to lose. And when you got stuff to lose, which is your career, obviously your livelihood, and I'm sure he got people who depend on him. I don't know what situation with his family, whatever, but just knowing he's in the league, I'm sure he got people, whether it's his parents, girl, kids, whoever, people depend on him. So it's like you are not thinking about the bigger picture and you're allowing an emotion dictate your actions, which could potentially ruin your future.
Yeah. That's incredibly well said.
Emotions. Yeah.
Yeah, it's impulsive decisions are the reason why a large portion of incarcerated individuals right now are there.
Yeah.
And this is also a pro athlete thing though too. I think there's in some young men who have been, told their entire life that how special they are and they're able to like go through life in a different way than I think a lot of other people are. And I think in that it just kind of turns into this untouchable nature doesn't need to be so I don't know. So outwardly in that community. I think a lot of people need to realize like, I do have so much to lose. You should view it as I have more to lose than I'm untouchable.
And the other thing is though, and TJ, I know you can attest to this, keep good people around you.
Yeah.
Like one of his homeboys should have been like, hey, bruh, that's dumb as hell. Just one. Not every homeboy got to say it, but you just need one person with a little high EQ or high IQ to be like, so let me get this straight. You want to rob and kidnap people and you want to be on FaceTime during it and you're texting about it? Yeah, stupid as hell. You just need one homeboy to tell you that's stupid as hell. Yeah. And he ain't got none of them homeboys. So look.
Or you need a good agent like Player Above Sports. Would have told you about the B&B insurance and all that.
I like what he did there.
You know what I'm saying?
I like what he did there. Hey, with that being said, we got about 3,000 of y'all watching the show right now. Hey, do me one solid. Again, hit that subscribe button right now. We got TJ Ward in the building, Super Bowl champ, NFL All-Pro, multiple-time Pro Bowler. We got Big Smitty in the building sitting in for Social Trey. Social Trey on a holdout due to a contract dispute. I'm kidding. He's somewhere with his beautiful family. With that being said, though, hit the subscribe button. After that, hit the like button right now. If you're on your walking pad, if you're out on a walk, if you're sitting on the couch with your homeboy, maybe you got your kids around you, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If we've done anything for y'all, it would mean everything to us if y'all would hit that subscribe button. Also, what TJ didn't tell you just then, Safety First Show, you can watch it wherever you watch your shows at Safety First Show on Twitter, on TikTok, YouTube, all of the things. Get more content from one of the realists who have ever played the game and one of the realists who have ever talked about the game. That's my dog, Boss Ward. Smitty, let's get some super chats, please.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You brought up Trey being in a contract dispute right now. We got John Wade 8244 sitting in 1999 saying trade needs that Austin Reeves contract. The master debater. Shout out to you, John Wade, man. For
what?
The master debater. That's what they called him.
Who?
The master debater.
Whoa.
Yeah, you got
masturbator.
The master debater.
All I'm saying, I told him he takes shows off.
You talking too fast.
He goes to me, he calls me PTO bear, but he at home masturbating. He not in the show right now.
What he doing?
He out there masturbating.
He missed. I'm feeling in for Trey because he mad.
He out there gooning.
No.
Man, shout out to
He did it to
Trey,
himself.
He did, bro.
Yes,
He doing something to himself, right?
Well, next up, we got Larice Johnson, 90, with the 20 ball. Said, I don't just get it. I just don't get it. I feel these young people in the NFL do stupid stuff. Every college football player or NFL player doesn't deserve a second chance. That's Larice Johnson. Appreciate you for giving your input. Next up, we got Money, Power, Respect, 773, saying, of course, Socialist Trey would rather sit at home and strike than come to work. A lot of haters.
Socialist Trey is so funny. Nah, if anyone misses the show, they just getting flamed. Like that's the culture we cultivated here. Emmanuel Acho, apparently.
I love it. Well, we got Larice Johnson again. Larice Johnson 90 said, this good trade for the T-Wolves. I think this is going to work. I would say their wins and loss record is going to be 49-31 or 52-30. We'll win the division, and I would say that there will be a 6th seed or 3rd seed.
6-30.
That's kind of like a wide, like
6-30.
Yeah, 6-30. That is wide though. Like you can almost be a playing team, or you could be one of the favorites.
In the West, 3-7 was 4 games.
Facts.
Remember,
that is true.
3-7 was 4
The
games.
Lakers was like fighting that in that
Correct.
range.
2024 is like the first 5 teams all won 50 games.
Correct.
It's crazy.
Yeah, they was
Good
all
point.
average playoff teams.
Well, next up, we got Top Shotter with the
Shotter.
999. Says, shout out dark skin Carebear. Is LaMelo going to
finally made it?
You dark skin?
I guess so. I made it. I waited my whole life for this. Yeah.
He made it, man. He said, is LaMelo going to have the green light like he did in Charlotte? Because what makes him must watch on the Hornets will get anyone else benched on other teams.
You're not wrong. You know what? That's an interesting question. I'm going to say hell no, because they got too many people with green lights. Because Ayo had the green light when he went in. Ant-Man got whatever light he wants. If LaMelo got the green light, it's too many people with green lights, bruh. Like, nah, he can't.
Nah, that's true.
Well, we just got a big one right now, man. $49.99 from Vic Damone Jr.
He regular.
Shout out to Vic Damone. He said, what's good, fellas? Welcome, TJ and Smitty. Y'all boys got to pour up.
We
got to
Hold on, we getting the baptism?
Oh,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Come on now, go ahead. You got yours right there?
I ain't even got my glass.
Okay, come on now.
I ain't even got my glass.
You not drinking?
It's okay, we passing
I
it
don't
over.
drink.
You better put some water in there or something.
I'll drink it.
Yeah, I got some aqua
Take a little
vodka.
sip. I ain't got no glass, though.
Hold on, hey, bartender.
Yeah, come on now.
Show me
Pass
love.
it over
Let me
here.
get you
Pass it over
right.
here.
Let me get you
I
right.
got you.
Pass that, TJ.
Yeah, okay.
You
TJ,
know
when you
what?
stop drinking?
Oh man, I'm
When you
going on,
stop.
I'm going on 3. See, that's why I
just
stopped
started,
drinking.
bro. What's wrong
Right
with you,
there. That's why I stopped drinking because
He said I don't drink.
Right.
was
I know
like
TJ
that.
Starting the flashbacks,
Hey. I wasn't just a Pro Bowler in football.
So he
I was a Pro Bowler at the bar.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had to retire, but I'm going on 3
There you go.
years,
Pass
man.
it
3
over.
years, brother.
You good?
There you go. That's good, though.
Yeah, oh, yeah, I've been around it all day. You know what I'm saying?
I got to sip one.
Yeah, be like,
Appreciate it.
oh,
Bro, start twitching. Come out like a werewolf under a full moon or something. Look, man, we got to keep the show pushing. It's time we talk about some big news out of the W. Alyssa Thomas, after a hard foul on Caitlin Clark, she received a flagrant 2. Is now suspended for another game, or she was assessed a flagrant 2 in retrospect after putting her fist near the throat of Caitlin Clark. After first look yesterday, I do want to clear up something. After first look yesterday, I did say it didn't look that hard. I saw it again. God bless America. I don't know. It was tough. It was tough. This is the foul that we had here. You'll see her fall down right here, and then Alyssa Thomas, putting her fist on the neck. See, it didn't look that crazy to me at first, but in real time, she really technically didn't have to do that at that time. But if you see this picture right here, it does
she didn't have to, but
look
we
crazy.
out here just Thug ball.
Kieran,
It's up in the air.
let me interrupt you, G.
okay.
I gotta just.
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark gotta fight one of these women. She has to fight one of these women. I say this with a straight face because Caitlin, eventually, if you fight somebody, now they will know the next time they try you, they are going to have to fight. You might lose, but they're not going to want to fight you every single time. And the fact of the matter is, they treat you like a roach that's intruded into their house. And a roach that steps into your house, you step on. That's what the hell you do to roach. And right now, Caitlin Clark, the WNBA athletes, they treat you like an insect. They just flick you around, they step on you, they shoot you around, they whoop you into the dustpan, open the window, and throw you the hell out. And then you got all these different individuals, all these men trying to cape for you. Fight one of these women and then see what happens. But the fact of the matter is, if you let one of these women know, hey, bruh, I'm not the one, then they are not going to continue to try you. I'm not even saying fight them because you Jackie Chan or Bruce Lee. I'm just saying let somebody know, if you try me, we gonna have to tussle. That's it. Because here's the thing here, what not enough people realize is the bully is only the bully until they get tried. Once you try a bully, you really expose them for who the hell they truly are. And everybody's bullying Caitlin Clark because she comes off as soft, she comes off as weak, she comes off as a brat, she comes off as too pompous, she comes off as like a weak little toddler. Show up, grow up, and let them know stop trying you, please. Or it's gonna keep happening.
I gotta jump in here. I'm
please,
sorry,
bro.
Acho. The reason why she's viewed that way and the reason why she's tried that way is because those women know that they can get away with it, right?
Correct.
So, of course, if I'm talking to my son and he's getting picked on at school, right, and in high school, I'm telling him, yo, go at him. Go, you know what I mean? Like go throw a punch, son. Like, don't be a punk. Don't sit there and take it. You know what I mean? With Caitlin Clark and these women, do you think if she swung on Alyssa Thomas, that would go well?
No.
Because this is my thing. This is my thing, Acho.
Keep going.
Caitlin Clark deciding to fight back and receiving the swiftest right hand to the jaw west of the Mississippi we have ever seen would be a terrible thing for the league. I'm sorry, if Caitlin, because I'm telling you, the reason they're trying them, hold up. The reason they're trying her is because, I wish she got mad enough to come at me. I wish she did.
I'm glad. Hold on, I'm glad
that's not a good idea
for this. Not yet, TJ, but I'm glad we have my dog in the building for this because TJ was quick to step into a fight. Is someone who's not a fighter, take it from me. People try you until they realize you're actually about that action. And the moment they realize, oh, you're actually about that action, they stop trying you. This is a true story. My coach was coaching Zach Thomas, Hall of Fame Zach Thomas, linebacker for the Dolphins. The first day of practice, Zach Thomas, 34-year-old veteran linebacker for the Dolphins, got in a fight with a rookie. His linebacker coach, Will Muschamp, said, hey, Zach, walking off the field together, arm in arm, Zach Thomas holding his helmet and his shoulder pads. TJ said, Zach, why the hell you fight this rookie? Zach Thomas said, Kieran, because the rookie held me. And if I fight him when he holds me the first time, he's going to realize every time he holds me, he might have to fight me. And he's not going to want to fight me every day. And I took that principle, Kieran, and I ran with it. I ran with it going into my senior year after I heard that story. Not because I'm a fighter. Because you got to remember, bruh, every time, they're not going to want to fight you, Caitlin. And so the fact of the matter is, if you just fight one, just one.
Yeah.
You know, Kieran, how many times has a punch landed smooth in a pro sport?
Never.
Never. One, maybe. Andre Johnson and
Ruben Odor on Jose Bautista that one time. Jose Ramirez on Tim Anderson.
Alyssa not landing a clean, right? She might catch her in the ponytail. She might catch her in the chest, in the shoulder. She's not landing a clean, right?
Caitlin not a fighter, though.
Yeah,
And I'm not
that's
either,
my
bro.
whole point. I object. And normally, I'm with all the shit.
It's our first Speakeasy
You know what
objection,
I'm
by the way.
saying?
Yeah, I like that.
Normally-
It's classy.
Yeah, I object because I think Caitlin's problem is what you mentioned. She's privileged.
Yep.
She's a brat.
Yeah.
And she's a great player. But that's what gets her in trouble. You don't see these issues with Paige and Sabrina and some of the other players. You know why? Because they're nice. They're nice. And if you can't fight, you better be a nice person. So I wouldn't go the fighting route, because as soon as one person sees you get knocked upside the head successfully, that fighting route is out. Everybody is just going to knock you upside the head when you try to fight. So I think she needs to stop being so privileged, so, what'd you say? Pompous? Mm-hmm. That was a big word.
That's a good word. That's a good word.
And needs to have more manners, be more friendly, be more sisterly. That's a good point. I didn't even see... Her coach don't like her.
Yeah.
You seen her coach getting on her head because she one of them players. She a brat.
Yeah,
she just
you
see you one of them little kids in the grocery store that don't listen to their parents and sprawled out, rolling around. You like, if that was my kid, I'd kick his ass. That's what Caitlyn is allegedly seems to be like. Right. If it's a unanimous around the league that everyone dislikes you, even your own teammates, at some point you gotta look at the mirror. Look at the woman in the mirror. What am I doing wrong?
Mm-hmm. Acho, you grew up
Why can't I be nice?
Yeah.
Be nice, man.
Acho, you grew up with a brother. Right?
Yes, sir. Older brother.
I'm sure you guys fought a little bit.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, y'all definitely fought. I mean, I had a stepbrother for a short time. We fought. You're used to fighting. Some of my best friends, me and them, throwing hands a couple times. Do you think Caitlyn Clark has ever in her life been in a fight?
No, Kieran.
Short answer. Absolutely not. Sorry, even shorter answer. Fuck no. Hell no, she's never been in a fight. Do you guys remember when she shoved Angel Reese, what her first reaction was? Let's go ahead and look at this real quick. Let's go ahead and take this.
Tape.
She puts Angel Reese to the floor with this shove, right? Angel Reese goes to the ground. Ooh. She maybe flops a little bit. Angel gets up, gets in her face. She immediately starts walking away. She realizes Angel's coming close.
She was on a go.
Scampers away.
Yeah, she was
and
late.
then look at her walking away from the entire thing.
She was late for practice.
If Caitlyn Clark ever got so out of body to raise her fist to someone, it would be like that small child that raises their fist to their dad the first time,
but
and then realizes,
the shit I'm talking about.
Oh my God, I can't do anything.
You know what I'm saying? That's you do something and you walk away like you didn't do it.
Yeah.
That you know,
it's annoying. She's annoying.
She cries wolf.
Yeah, but I guarantee if fists start to fly, she's running away. She's not the type to go swing on somebody.
There's a double standard here, because if we were talking about a man, we would all use the same word that we can't use when talking about a woman, obviously, for several obvious reasons. But Caitlyn Clark, bruh,
she doesn't have to be that, in my opinion. She doesn't.
Doesn't got to be what?
She doesn't have to go out there and fight somebody to earn some respect.
Somebody got to do it then. If she's not doing it, she needs her Charles Oakley.
That's what I'm saying. She needs her teammates to do it. Yeah. She needs her teammates.
You know why? Because she's in practice doing the same shit to them.
Yeah, that's a good point.
They don't want to have her back. You know why? Because they don't like her.
Yeah.
And it's not because she's a great player. We've seen many of great players come through the NBA and are loved by their team, by their city, by their coaches. This is all about her and what she does. So she has to correct it. No one else can correct it. And I don't think fighting is the best option.
I don't think fighting is the best option
either.
But there was
that, TJ?
Because I could fight.
TJ didn't change
TJ's fought before.
TJ don't fight no more. He don't drink.
Hold on.
He don't do nothing.
Hey, look,
who are you?
Hey,
what I'm
I
saying,
get that question a lot.
Thought you was boss
Why
war.
you mention it? I've gotten that question more in the last year or two.
No,
anyway.
But to me, and Smitty, you right.
Yeah.
You're not a fighter, to my knowledge.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you big dude.
Yeah.
But like, you're a peaceful person. You chilling.
Yeah, I'm chilling.
Big
I'm making you
Smitty be
laugh.
chilling.
It's all love.
It's love.
Yeah.
But you know, bro, you don't even got to be able to fight, T. You just have to give the illusion that I might fight.
Talk about
Kieran,
it.
I'm telling
They're not
you, bro.
believing that,
But
though, is
here's
the thing.
the-
I'm
Kieran-
seeing through that facade.
He kicked it a little bit. He kicked it a
I
little
went
bit.
to private school. An all-boys school, wore uniform.
Yeah.
Gray slacks, white button-downs.
Damn.
With like Mark Cuban's kids. Clark Hunt's kids. Like a nerdy private school. Kid at my school won the National Spelling Bee. Poco Carante was his winning word. Sai Ganturi. I'm not a fighter.
Oh, wow.
But I wish somebody would. Because if I have to, I will.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, I'm not sitting here saying this like I'm TJ. I'm not sitting here saying this like I'm Talib. I'm sitting here saying this as somebody who, if you get tried, eventually, if I die, I die.
She's not doing that.
If I catch her right, I can't. Bro,
Let me- hold on,
hold on. I've been
cooking.
in this position before, Kieran.
Me too.
You whether it's you'll laugh whether you meet somebody on special teams, whether you meet somebody in the whole, collegiately or professionally. TJ lived this life. One of us gonna die.
Yeah.
I am going into this contest knowing good and well it's me or him. And guess
KOR.
what? There's a world where it could be me.
Yeah.
Now, if you TJ, you probably thinking it's never gonna be me.
Yeah.
But there's a world where I have to meet this individual.
Yeah.
In the hole.
Yes.
And it might be him or it might be me. I don't know who it's
Y'all
gonna be.
are also
but we
coming
gonna
at
find
this.
out.
Hold on,
We
hold on.
gonna find out.
Y'all are
out.
also coming at this respectfully.
Uh-oh.
From a meathead perspective. Y'all are all football players. Y'all are all used to contact, physical. I mean, and look, I'm all for it though too. Like physical repercussions to actions. I understand it, but also I'm assuming all of us got a belt when we were kids if we were acting up, right?
Yeah. So what?
Do y'all know the difference whenever you meet that person from the other side of town, and you can tell immediately. This person's never been spanked before. This person's never been punched in the face before. This person has never had any sort of physical repercussion. They talk crazy to people as if they have never faced any sort of physical repercussions for their actions.
Yeah, for sure.
Those people, and I'm not calling Caitlin Clark that. Those people are what you said we would be calling a man in that type of situation. I don't expect those types of people to just all of a sudden, well, you know what? Because what happens? Well, hold on.
Darn it.
Exactly, TJ. What happens whenever that person cocks up their fist? It looks like that boat in Alabama where dudes was smacking chairs on top of heads. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, do you think anybody felt bad about that? Do you know how viral it would be, how embarrassing it would be if Caitlin Clark got in a fight and got dropped?
No, but
Got whooped.
That's exactly.
They would love that.
What needs you have to get your ass whooped first
Yeah.
to know that hey, I could take an ass whooping.
Yep.
It's not that bad.
Yep.
Now I'm ready to score. My first fight ever, I got my ass kicked.
Yeah.
So after
Same.
that, I was like, shit. What I'm scared to fight for?
Yeah.
So maybe now I might be. You might have
My
turned me a
dog
little
T.
bit just by this.
What happens when you
maybe
send
she
an
just needs to
objection?
take that first ass whooping,
Yeah.
and then she be ready to knuckle up.
So now you saying she should go out there
I'm
and
not
fight?
saying she should, but maybe it's what she needs.
But
I'm
once she
telling you right
shots
now,
the
it is
world to
the
win.
WNBA's biggest. I mean, the worst thing to ever happen to the league. If the star and the beacon shining light of their future
I don't believe that.
goes out there. No, hold up. Because if her talent, if she continues to develop and she becomes one of the best players in the league, she's going to be super viral.
Yeah.
But if her, after what has been her career so far, which has been underwhelming given the hype, if she goes out there and then, after getting her ass whooped on the court by all this talent,
Yeah.
gets her ass whooped physically
Yeah.
in front of the world,
Yeah.
one, I don't think she would be able to recover from that mentally.
Okay, but look, we
We're viewing this as
compare
men,
her
though.
to right, and I'm gonna put this in the male perspective in the NBA, right? She right now would be your Jordan-ish player, right,
Yep.
for the WNBA.
Yep.
And I don't know, many people don't remember because the success triumphs over the failures.
Jordan caught a two-piece.
Jordan was getting his ass whooped.
Caught a
Yeah.
two-piece.
The Detroit Pistons slapped Jordan in the back of the head, elbowed him, body slammed him, wouldn't let him go up to the rim. He had to take all that shit before he said, you know what? I don't need to be the golden child. I could take an ass whooping. And then I'm going to dish it back. And that's what he did.
Yeah.
Now he got some help, and he got to ass kicking.
Yes.
The last thing I'll say on this though, and I want to draw a parallel because we are viewing this also as men. You get your ass whooped. What do you expect to do as a man? You get
Defend
up.
yourself.
You stand up. You maybe go take a couple boxing lessons so you don't get that ass whooped again. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna try to do better moving forward, whether you're respecting that person, but you got to move past it and you got to pick yourself up as a man. I think of a Ronda Rousey in situations like this. Do you guys remember Ronda Rousey? Ronda Rousey,
Oh, yeah.
the most polarizing female fighter we have ever seen in the history of the world.
Couldn't fight.
Nah, I mean, hands was kind of bad. Hands was kind of bad.
was
But
terrible.
she was out there submitting people early, cooking everybody. Then
Went to Australia.
Holly Holm
Holly
in
Holm.
Australia,
Gave it
world
away.
champion boxer, lit her ass up
feet.
and kicked her in the head, knocked her out
Literally.
unconscious.
Yeah, literally.
And what was Ronda Rousey's response after that?
Thought about quitting, bro.
She lost all
retired.
confidence.
Yeah.
She didn't show up and fight for another year, got her ass whooped again. And then you never heard from her
Yeah,
for another
start
10
acting.
years and started acting, doing WWE, did everything but fight again. She never got back to being that type of athlete, unless like recently, but even then she beat Gina Carano fresh off of Soccer Mom.
That shit was
in
5 seconds.
In 5
That
seconds,
was some
exactly.
bullshit.
It was terrible. It was awful. But her reaction to now being the most polarizing, dominant, she has this idea of herself, and that gets knocked down. It wasn't like, okay, cool, this is my adversity. This is me picking myself up. It's not Israel Adesanya after getting knocked out by Alex Pereira being like, okay, cool, I got to fight back. I got to go get my get back. No, it was, I'm shutting down. I just got embarrassed in front of the entire planet, and I don't want to do this anymore. That could be what happens with Caitlin Clark, which brings me to my next point. Boomer Esiason went out and said, if he was Caitlin Clark, he would consider leaving the WNBA. I'll let you guys take a listen to this video real quick.
If I were Caitlin Clark, I would seriously consider going to play overseas somewhere and get the royal treatment and get real money
From the Saudis?
from somewhere. I mean, there's
She
international.
can't go to the Saudis.
Well, she can't go to the Russians
Why you
either, as
saying
we
it
saw
like
that Brittany Griner got stuck there.
She did. Well, yeah, in jail.
Right. So
Can't take that money from PIF.
But a lot of the women actually do play, in European leagues because they supplement their income. But now supposedly their income is going up here, and I know that Caitlin makes a ton of money off the court in terms of endorsements, and rightfully so. But I think that there's a petty jealousy, and she's a straight white basketball player, and she is not being treated with any sort of respect.
Also, Dave Portnoy went on. We know Dave Portnoy. She was left off of the 30 Years of the W poster that they dropped and said, well, Caitlin Clark fans can't say we're racist against Caitlin Clark if we put Sophie on the poster instead of her. WNBA execs probably. I mean, how do you leave off the most consequential player in the history of the league? Fellas, do you guys give any credence to this take? Or do you guys support this take in any way that Caitlin Clark might or should leave the WNBA?
I don't think she should leave the WT. I think she should get tougher. I think she should get better. I think she should hit the weight room. I think she should take boxing classes, jiu-jitsu, learn how to Muay Thai clinch. I think learn a rear naked. I think she should do that.
Learn full mount.
Straight up, learn something. Mm-hmm. But I don't think she should dip. I mean, the fact of the matter is, I do think there's a lot of jealousy from several of the women. It's natural. It's human. If you see somebody getting what you feel like you deserve, I'm going to feel some type of way. And Caitlin Clark is getting praise, attention, all the glory that other women feel like they deserve because they're better than her. I think there's a little bit of jealousy to you looking at me some type of way. What's up?
No, I'm agreeing with you. She definitely has to get rid of that privilege, and this is the shit we talking about. When you guys got guys like Boomer and Portnoy jumping to her aid when there's nothing wrong.
Correct.
Now, yeah, she deserved to be on that poster, but to call it racist is insane.
Yeah.
They're that's insanity. But when you have these guys, Boomer Esiason, who's a baby boomer, what are you talking about, Boomer? This is a whole new era of sports. You don't know what you're talking about. They mistreat her, they don't respect. You have to earn respect.
Correct.
We all know that. You earn respect and you get what you give. And she's not giving something.
Yeah.
We don't know what it because we're not in those locker rooms. But she's giving something that the other ladies and the women in this league, whether she's straight, white, Christian, Muslim, whatever it is, that's not just it.
Correct.
It's something else.
Yeah.
So they need to figure out her PR team, her personal life coaches, her parents, a good friend. Somebody needs to tell her about herself. And they need to figure that out because she can play ball. We all know that.
Facts.
That's not what's hindering you. That's not what's making all the other girls dislike you. That's not it. It's something about your inner self.
Yeah.
She needs to go to the Buddha school.
Yeah.
Go see a monk.
Yeah.
Something.
My dog said inner self. Hey, I know we got a super chat on this topic. Where we at, Smitty?
Yes, sir. Super chat right here, man. We got a 50 ball right here. It says from I Am Cold Dog.
Cold Dog, yeah.
I'm sending this super chat to help y'all with that WNBA lawsuit y'all gonna get for getting Caitlin Clark knocked out. That's your advice,
Bro.
Hey, that's
y'all don't get her knocked out,
want to
man.
see it. Acho is plotting on the
Caitlin
wall.
can't see, bro.
Acho plotting.
She cannot fight, bro.
He
Man,
I'm trying to
that-
see her ass get
You
slumped.
asking a sheep to go to slaughter, brother. That's not nice, bro. That's crazy.
But can she not even play a game of chicken? Kieran, most people don't want to fight.
Yeah.
That's
I
what
don't
Listen,
know,
Thomas
man.
want to fight.
These WNBA, hey,
Bro.
they want to fight.
about to-
They
You
You
wanna
seen the
fight.
Stud Buds, bro? They
They want to
Come
fight,
on, bro.
They want to fight.
They want to fight.
That's
They
fair.
okay with it. I
What other
promise
super
you.
chats, Minnie? Any other super chats? Any other super chats?
Yeah,
Any other super
yeah.
chats?
We got Keith and Bernie, the unbeaten 1999 said getting on the GM convo. Why wasn't Seattle GM brought up? Second Super Bowl as a GM, and you won with Sam Darnold. Seattle GM has to be top GM. Hire Mike McDonald and building a new
Interesting.
defense.
TJ, 30 seconds. I need your response. We were debating the best GMs in sports, but we'll just, for the sake of this, best GMs in the NFL. In the NFL, we had Howie Roseman at 1. I think we had Les Snead at 2.
Rams,
but Shady
yeah.
wanted to say Brett Veach was at 2. Should the GM for the Seahawks, who is it? John Snyder.
That's Snyder.
Who's the top
Snyder
3
been next to
GMs in the
Joe.
NFL?
I think Snyder jumped Snead just off of Snead's draft picks this year, or that first round pick.
Okay. What about Miles?
That was terrible. Huh?
You get Miles Garrett.
Oh man, I think you know what? I think that's a win for the Browns. I think now hear me out. It may sound crazy, but we both played for the Browns, right? And numbers aren't everything. Now Miles is a great talent, versus younger. I think Verse does a variety of things a little bit better than Miles. And what I also know for a fact is when you're not on a winning team, your numbers can be, what's the word I'm looking for?
Inflated.
Inflated.
Did I
Your
not say that?
numbers
You did say
can
that.
be inflated.
You said it's gonna be different now that he's just not
It's
chasing
different.
sacks.
When
I
you
said
have
that.
other playmakers around you making plays, you can't make every
It's
play.
crazy because that sounds dumb. Right?
It does. It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. Like, I was having this car, it was Shady there, Ken was there, and I was saying, like, y'all don't realize when you're on a bad team and a bad defense, bro, you can chase sacks.
Yeah.
You can just.
Only thing I'm worried about is
Oh,
getting sacked.
we know we're going to lose.
We're losing the
It's like,
game.
let me go get sacks. You can't do that on the Rams.
Right.
Let you get upfield and let Saquon Barkley crease for 80.
gonna be
Like,
a problem.
you better play technique.
Bro.
Yeah.
Now, Miles is still going to get 16 and a half, 17 because he's Miles Garrett.
Myles Garrett.
And obviously the Rams are going to be winning, who have more pass rush opportunities. But, like, when you're in Cleveland, you can chase sacks. Miles is a dog. It's taking nothing around. It's just nice to hear another NFL defender understand the nuances of the game.
And another thing I'm hearing is that this players, as much as Miles wanted to be a leader, they just didn't react to him in that leadership role, right? And then you see clips of Verse in Cleveland already, and he's manipulating shit amongst that D-line.
Yeah.
And what I like about Verse, and I was like, forget all the sacks. It's how he plays the run. Now, Miles plays the run too, but Verse, when I seen those 2 third and short and fourth and short against one of the best running teams in the NFL in the snow, the Chicago Bears, and he made both plays by himself by smashing the tight end and the tackle down into the running back. When they tried to run this, I said, well, I'll be. Yeah,
he like that.
That's 2 hell of a plays.
Yeah.
And then I went back and watched some more film after the season was over. It was like, he did that shit all year.
No.
He did that shit all year.
Versus
Over
him.
the center, from the edge. This Browns defense, and I know it's going to be hard to say that they're going to be better from last year, losing Jim Schwartz, their D coordinator, but they're going to be a better defense with Verse over Myles Garrett.
Wow.
They are.
That's a hot take.
They are.
Also,
That's a
TJ, can you
super
tell
hot
me why every ward to ever play in the NFL
Is cold?
has plays DB?
Oh,
Other than Hines?
Jimmy,
Like every-
TJ,
Shabarius,
Denzel.
Yeah.
Denzel.
Hey man, it's a DB gene in that
that
Ward
Ward name?
that Ward bloodline.
I just thought about that. Like, why is
It's
every
like
ward
fast
a DB?
twitch.
Other than
and
Hines?
physicality, fast twitch and physical.
I ain't never seen a Ward D tackle.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm
No.
trying to think about it real
Yeah.
quick. I can't think of
Give me a Ward wide receiver. No, that is
Hey,
Ward
we
quarterback.
got like
And Hines
3.5.
Ward is the most physical receiver.
We
ever.
got 3.5K of y'all in the
Damn.
chat right now. Do us a solid, just showing TJ Smitty some love. Drop some applause in the chat, and then also hit the subscribe button, please. Again, if we've done anything for y'all, it would mean everything to us. It's our last show of the week. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button after that. We only have 3 more topics left, y'all. Not a lot of show until we give y'all a break until Sunday. Smitty, do we have any super chats? If not, we'll get to the next topic, sir.
Let's see what we got. We got one more. We got one more we're gonna do right here. This is from PayKale.42, sent 1999. Just wanted to show love from the Bay. Much love, TJ. Met you back in the day in the town. You right though. These young guys have the game messed up. Yes, sir. Town business.
Kieran, who's more arrogant and obnoxious? People from the Bay or people from Houston?
Yeah.
The Bay or the
Houston?
H?
Oh, the Bay. What?
The Bay's worse than
The
the H?
H, the H, bro. The H, they have something to like claim, but like so does the Bay. But the Bay, like if you from the Bay Area, you let people know you're from the Bay Area. From the H,
I'll probably say we take the crown.
Yeah,
You
I would
know.
say Houston's not even a good one. I would say that's
know,
like New York. New York is arrogant. Philly is arrogant. The Bay is like West Coast arrogant. But nah,
The
people
Bay.
from the H are just like people from Houston is like, yeah, I'm from Houston. Like it's cool, but it's not
chill.
like. Yeah, it's not like the Bay. Like
The
Bay is
Bay.
like it's a whole culture.
whole-
I went to
it's a
Oakland. They in
lifestyle,
there
man.
playing like 45 minutes straight in the club, but just nothing but Bay Area music.
And that's all we listen to,
I'm
too.
like, damn.
That's
I'm
really
out of
all we
town.
listen to is
I can't
Bay
even enjoy
shit.
some.
Most of the time.
Blow the Whistle came on. That's the only thing I knew. That was hard though. I'm not gonna lie. It goes
Kieran, where
on
we
and-
at, G?
Look,
Speaking of the Bay.
Speaking of the Bay Area, we have to talk about 49ers, soon to be former 49ers wide receiver Brandon Aiyuk. He posted on his IG story a video of him, throwing money in a closet as a reminder to the 49ers of all the money that they have paid him. $127 million, million buckaroos. He's not going to receive all of that, but he did get $50 million as he's throwing that bread on the floor here. Also, he went on to say that he's going on tour soon, and you could get your tickets. I'll let you guys listen.
I'm back in action and back on tour this fall. Go to www.commanders.com, get your tickets, and watch us rock out.
Saying he's on tour and you could get your tickets on commanders.com. Now, TJ, obviously you're a NorCal dude. You're a Bay Area dude. He's a NorCal guy. I'll ask you this.
Is he?
Would you, he's Concord. Or no, not Concord.
Nah,
he's from
like
Rockland.
Utah
He's Rockland.
or something,
No,
ain't
he's from Sacramento area. Sacramento area, yeah. Would you want to play with Brandon Aiyuk?
Would I want to play with Brandon Aiyuk?
Yeah. Given all of these shenanigans.
Man, I don't think so. I don't think he's stable. I don't know, man. He's a great talent, but there's a million great talents, and this is the NFL. It's the greatest talent in the world. It's receivers coming in this league every year. He seems like he's a attention seeker. And I'm cool on that. I'm cool on the attention seekers, man. I like guys that come in, go to work, don't miss work. We got objectives. We got a job to do. I know you're going to be there. I can rely on you. I know you ain't going to be out in the streets doing stupid shit and not being able to play this week. This type of performances, man, it's unhealthy for the success of a football team. It's like you're talking about scamming a team, but you're trying to persuade another team to sign you, but you just showed the scam you pulled off.
That's a good point.
Like, I'm a scammer. Yeah, come get me. I'm gonna want to take your money and not show up to work and do all this. Hey, I'm a great employee. It's like, nah, brother. Now, it may be one team. Like, it's a lot of guys out there that see a female and see how she treats her dude or her ex-dude and see her out in the streets in the club and doing all that shit. And it's a guy that'll wife that. She might find a guy. But for the most part, out of the 32 guys, it's going to be 31 that say nah. But it may be one because he is hell of a talent, but, he's unhealthy. And he's doing shit like this.
Do you give him a pass because contract disputes make people do interesting things? Kyler Murray, he wanted money from the Cardinals, removes all of his Arizona Cardinals affiliation from his Instagram, from his Twitter.
That's light.
Ezekiel Elliott, he wanted a contract. He went to Cabo during training camp. He was working out in Cabo. The list goes on and on of individuals who during Terrell Owens' contract, he's doing abs in his driveway, doing sit-ups. do you give any grace to Aiyuk because it was a contract dispute? Or are you like, Acho, the game is the game, bro? Like,
boy, Acho, it's more than a contract dispute because he's not healthy. Like, he hasn't performed in 2 years. So it's not just I balled, I'm in a contract dispute, I got bread. You ain't the first person in this league to have money. You ain't gonna be the last. And that money will go so fast. Faster you look, you be broke. So it's not only just a contract dispute, you haven't been on the field to perform. And that's what this league is about. Is year-to-year performance. I don't give a damn what you did last year or the year before, especially 2 years ago. Okay, you got your bag. The team may have made a mistake. That they could take that. They got billionaire owners. Cool, we'll take that on the chin. But what's the next billionaire owner gonna look at and say, "Hey, do I want to give this guy a bag?" Fuck no.
general manager for the Commanders. You think he should take a chance on him? Because obviously, Jaden Daniels and Aiyuk, they played together at Arizona State before Jaden Daniels went to LSU. The Commanders, they have Scary Terry, but outside of that, you know, they could use a talent like Brandon Aiyuk. Running game, it's young and ascending. I think they have some dudes that they really believe in. If you're the Commanders, do you take that chance, or is it too risky? Because if he come over there and start playing them stupid games in Washington, now you look like a fool.
Man, I don't give a damn if he shared a womb with Jaden Daniels. You ain't coming over here. And that's just 100. If I'm a GM, you could have came out, you know, the same thing. And I'm not bringing you over here. That's just what it is. You look at you, bro. You acting a fool. You doing all this. You was driving past the stadium, about to get reckless driving. You throwing money around. You talking bad about this ownership. These owners are a club. I don't care if they own different. They got different 32 teams. That's a club in itself.
Yeah.
We 32 billionaire owners. We mob and we move as one.
They are the controlling
It's a
interest of the league.
collection.
Yeah. Nah, to me it's crazy, and then also just to take the stance of a Brandon Aiyuk, right? To take the stance of, oh, you know, I took $50 million from you, yada yada yada, but you're upset about the voided $27 million. So obviously money holds like some sort of weight for you, and then also to look at a NFL organization and be like, yeah, I took $50 million from you. Do you know how much the 49ers are going to profit off of their first home game? Do you know?
How much?
Bro, over $20 million. They're going to profit from just having one game. Brother. All right, like I'm sorry, it's not like...
And it's not like they wasn't just in the divisional round
Correct.
of
Without
the
you.
NFC without you.
Without you.
Exactly.
So obviously, you ain't that big of a difference for anyone.
Bro, it doesn't... I'm sorry, 2 home games, $20 million. You're talking about an organization and almost like you said, going out there and saying, yeah, I'm scamming you, I took your money and whatnot, while also essentially applying for a new job.
Yeah, you're talking about a crime in a group chat.
Yeah. You're FaceTiming it, but you posted it as well, though. You screen recorded it and posted it.
But here's what, T, I said this yesterday, and I made a comparison between Brandon Aiyuk and an individual who you played against more times than you can probably count. I said that BA is on an AB trajectory without the talent. You knew AB before AB became the head case, literally and figuratively, that he has since become. And you've known AB after he's become the head case that he's literally and figuratively since become. I'm not talking about AB now. We see the lawsuit here, the gun charge here. But early AB, it was ripping his helmet. He didn't want to play for the Bills or the Raiders because of a helmet issue. Then like he got frostbite. Then he called the general manager a cracker. Then he effing like was on FaceTime with his grandma saying, I'm free. And then we all laughed. Hi, AB, you're so funny. Brandon Aiyuk, you're so funny. Speeding in front of the stadium. Then AB took off his pads during a game and did jumping jacks. Haha, he's funny. Then AB like almost shot somebody. It was not that funny anymore. When you look at BA, the human, not just the athlete, Are you 20% worried, 30% worried, 50% worried? Nah, I'm worried, bro. Like, what level of genuine concern do you have versus like, nah, Acho, he's a 27-year-old that wants his bread?
Yeah, I don't know BA personally, so I'm just going to speak to the professional side and the antics that he's been doing lately. But one thing we do know about AB, the production was there every year in and year out. And all that stuff started coming towards the back end of his career with the Raiders, wanting to leave Pittsburgh, Tampa Bay, walking off the field. Career almost over anyway. I done put my work in. I'm on a gold jacket, by the way, with what I did on the field. BA is at the beginning of his career. Yeah. Like I said, missed the last 2 years. Your production isn't there for the antics. It's like, you know how it is in the league. Coach Koob used to say this. I will treat everyone fairly, but I will not treat everyone the same. You know what that means? Based on your production, that's how long your leash is.
Yeah.
If you are all pro, gold jacket, you're going to get away with more than if you're the 7th starter, 8th starter on the defense, or just a special teams guy. Yeah. I'm going to allow you to get away with stuff. Now, these guys that are gold jackets, they're not going to need that leash because they do shit the right way anyway.
Correct.
But you have small and little slack. And as the years go on, as you get closer to 30, that leash gets shorter and shorter and shorter. The antics you do in the locker room, the things you do in the weight room, the things you do off the field, we used to hear shit coming into the NFL. And it seems like these guys forgot, because I forgot too a little bit myself. They are watching you everywhere you go, like the CIA. We used to hear that in college coming to the league. Be careful what you do in the bar. Be careful what you do here. The NFL got guys everywhere. They watch. Now, if I don't know if that was a scare tactic or what, but it scared the shit out of me. I was watching out for everything I did, especially early in my career. But with the success, with the money, you kind of forget that part. They got guys everywhere watching everything you do, and they're going back to the coach, whether you're in the hot tub talking with your buddy, whether you're in the weight room talking to the strength coach, doing bench press and doing squats, whether you're in the cafeteria, the cook's listening to your conversation. Watch what you say and watch what you do, because it's eyes and ears everywhere, especially when you're in the NFL building.
Incredibly well said. Kieran, keep the show pushing, bro.
Look, man, we got to keep it pushing. This time we talk about the World Cup final out of Los Angeles. Unfortunately, the United States men's national team came up short to Turkey 3-2. There was a stoppage time goal by Terrion with the scrappy. I mean, he had an injury time goal, literally the very last minute of the game. But this was a game where the United States was playing one starter in their normal rotation, so they ended up sitting 10 of the other guys, backup goalkeeper, backup entire defensive line. So kind of hard to take a lot from this match, but they win the group outright, and their next matchup is set up. They're taking on Bosnia and Herzegovina. I think that's how you say it. Yeah, something like that. They're actually favored in that matchup, and moving forward, the United States' path to a possible quarter or semifinal looks
good.
Relatively it looks like they're going to be favored all the way to a quarterfinal or a semifinal. In you guys' opinion, this USA team that has just looked unbelievable this World Cup, how far do you guys think they can go?
I think they will go at minimum to a quarterfinal, and I say it because I went to the first USA match, and it's not just about the talent on the field. It is about the energy when you have your home country and the games in front of your home country and the energy behind you. I saw how the players seemingly caught a second wind, a third wind, a fourth wind. I saw as though it looked like they were floating across the terrain sometimes, not simply just sprinting there. When you have that home court or home field or home pitch advantage, it makes the world of the difference. Furthermore, Kieran, you know this as well as I've been. You play a game with Pulisic, you play a game without Pulisic.
Yeah.
You dominate the game with Pulisic, you dominate the game without Pulisic. So they've already faced adversity, and they've won in the midst of adversity. And then lastly, this last group match, you got to rest. You got to rest your guys. Yeah. You got to rest your guys, and you got more experience for the individuals that aren't going to have to play heavy minutes, that aren't going to have to carry the load. So I think that this U.S. team will go beyond our expectations. And if they go to a quarterfinal, at that point, Kieran, they're playing with with house money. So
Yeah.
to me, bro, I already think they're in a phenomenal position. I think they're in a phenomenal position. And this is coming from someone who went to the first match, who's out there wearing the red, the white,
And the blue.
and the blue.
Okay, yeah. I think this team. I've been saying it since before the tournament started. Quarterfinal was my goal for this USA squad. Their group wasn't that strong. They ended up going through it. I expected a whole lot more from Turkey tonight. You actually got to see a little bit more, but it was against the Team USA's backup. They're essentially their entire backup group, except for Weston McKennie. In the quarterfinals, they're most likely going to be matched up with the Spain squad that's going to beat them. Unfortunately, that's just kind of how I feel. But in world football, miracles happen. Right, you had Croatia make a final, you had Russia, I think, make a semifinal or a quarterfinal, and it was because when you have that one special night, things can change. So for me, I'm very excited for the Team USA to do their job in the round of 32 against Bosnia. Do your job in the round of 16. Do your job. Just beat the teams in front of you. You're probably the toughest matchup that I think you might have is Egypt. In that, we're a better squad than Egypt. When you make it to that quarterfinal, that's what I want to see. I want to see if this U.S. men's national team could pull off a miracle and possibly make it to a semifinal, be in the Final Four in a World's game. And I think that would change so many things for so many people across the country. All these young kids seeing, soccer actually is an option, though, too. We might be able to compete on the world stage with some of the best players in America. That'd be awesome. So I think it's just about doing your job from here on
TJ,
out.
let me ask you this, G, because when Shady sits in this seat, he always brings up the fact of, like, our best athletes here in America, they do not play soccer. Well, I tell him, well, Shady, you don't have a reason to. When you look at the World Cup, you look at the Olympics, you don't see the U.S. dominating. There's not a player who you look at and you say, yo, I want to be him. More often than not, I say you got to be something to see something. Kieran, the reason I could name Freddie Adu, the reason I can name Josie Altidore is because they look like me. I can name Landon Donovan because I can name Landon Donovan, but like Josie Altidore looked like me. I don't even know if he was good.
Yeah.
I just know, wait, there's a black guy playing soccer. I'm black. He's black. Great. So if this U.S. team, TJ, I tell the story. The reason I went to Texas, I was sitting in my living room in Dallas, Texas one day in January of maybe 2006, and I watched the game. It took place between Texas and USC. Texas wins a national championship. That was the day I said, I want to go play at Texas. Because I saw some individuals do something incredibly triumphant, and I said, I want to be a part of that. Do you think soccer in America can change based upon how the U.S. performs? You played football at the highest level, but some could probably argue you have a soccer build, right? You know what I mean? Like, do you think that a young TJ Ward could, depending on how the U.S. does, might actually be able to make soccer a sport that Americans care more about?
Yeah, I think so. Like you said, when you see success in a particular sport, it makes the young kids want to participate. Not only that, but having the live games here, the World Cup in our cities, where we can actually go and see them live, see the energy. Let's be honest, our MLB soccer games aren't as MLS, the energy's not, or my bad. It aren't as energetic like if you go over to Spain or go to another country and see the game, right? Our football games, our hoop games, that's where you're going to get all the energy.
Correct.
So as a young kid going to those games, growing up, it's like, okay, this is where all the attention gets. Not only all the attention, all the money.
Correct.
And in America, we're relatively young to a lot of these countries who've been playing soccer for eternity. When we started our sports in the beginning of this young, beautiful nation, it was football that we developed, baseball that we developed, and basketball that we developed. We didn't grow up with soccer being part of our heritage. Like these countries, they grow up and they've been like this for thousands of years, where soccer is something that, they played. Well, maybe not thousands of years. I'm kind of bad with math, but way longer than us.
Correct.
Way longer than us. Now, my son, he wants to play soccer. My son also wants to play golf. He wants to play baseball. You know what he doesn't want to play? Football.
Why?
That's a good question. I don't know. But he's good at the other three. So I'm going to let it rock until it can't rock no more. But like I said, I put him in soccer early. Go to camps, get your footwork. He loves golf. He sees me play golf. He wants to play golf. His mother's side of the family, they have a baseball background. He sees his uncles and his granddad played baseball, so he takes a liking to that. he sees my football memorabilia and everywhere, and he still doesn't like it. The football game comes on, he wants to turn it off. It's astonishing. But I'm going to let him play what he wants to play. But back to your point, when you have some of our greater athletes or athletes that become one of our greater athletes in the country through soccer, then that's when you'll see the game rise.
Karen, do you think what does the Team USA have to do to swing the pendulum of the publicity of soccer in this country?
I was having a conversation about this earlier today, and I noticed a lot of things. Soccer in this country, to the masses, to the casual audience, is like an Olympic sport. Mm-hmm. It's like track and field. Mm-hmm. It's like gymnastics. It's like swimming. It's something that you care about every 4 years. The reason why it's something that you care about every 4 years is because there's no league fan base that I can tune in and watch on a week-to-week basis. And when you look at it in reality, soccer can't become one of the most popular sports in this country if the league in the country isn't fun to watch. Mm-hmm. If it isn't something that you can be fanatical about. When my Mavericks lose, it hurts. When my Cowboys lose, it hurts. When my college football team loses, it hurts. When my baseball team loses in the playoffs, it hurts. When I watch FC Dallas play, I'm like, oh, cool, he's on the team. Oh, that was a nice goal. Oh, that was fun. You have so many stars from Europe that come over, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Lionel Messi, David Beckham, and they all say the same thing. Damn, when I lose over here, it doesn't feel like the world's going to end. I like the fact that there's not that much pressure to go out there and perform because it's not like a oh my gosh, it's over. It almost feels like to them like you football when your team's trash and you get the Capri Sun afterwards. You're like, damn, the Capri Sun was awesome. You know what I mean? But in this country, we don't have a league that people genuinely care about from a week-to-week basis. We don't have anything to be fanatical about. So until the country starts watching soccer or watching American players to play on their teams in Europe, because it's never going to be more popular than football here. Unfortunately, this is not going to happen in our lifetime. Until that becomes something that the American child, the American household actively wants to root for, be a part of, and participate in, it will remain being popular to the casual or to the broad audience like an Olympic sport. It's something that we care about every 4 years. And unfortunately, even if we do go do something well, it's more of a fad than it is something that we're genuinely going to be locked in on year round. And that kid that might be interested, and I hate this though too, if America does the impossible, goes out there and wins a World Cup, there will be thousands upon thousands of kids that'll be like, damn, I want to give soccer a try. But as they grow older, and there's a 4-year gap, when another team wins a World Series and they're cool, and you see Jay Jetta's hitting the gritty and he has all of this other stuff and he's hopping on streams with Kai Cenat, when you have Anthony Edwards and LaMelo Ball saying hilarious things in press conferences and whatnot, what is that kid going to feel like then? He's not going to be remembering, oh yeah, the World Cup, because it's not our most popular sport. It's the same reason why you could go watch Michael Johnson win a track meet and break world records, but track's not going to be my number one thing because there's other sports that are cooler. And if I'm good at those, I get more popularity, I get more notoriety, and I also just make more money in this country.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
We play this shit to feed our families.
Yeah.
If you ain't got the ticket, we not playing it.
Yeah.
If you ain't made, if the cheese is not coming with it, we not playing it. Yeah. We create a money now. We need it now. The blessings to the NIL. But the bag is in baseball, basketball, and then football. Now football is increasing. Now why football is most popular sport? It's because of the violence.
Correct.
We love violence.
In America,
we love
country,
a big, fast, strong, physical athlete. And football produces those like no. It's almost like our other sports are we're too athletic for soccer. You have to do more than run and kick a ball over here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, our best athlete, and they might kill me for this, is too athletic for soccer. You got to do more. Messi, what sport you going to put Messi in over here? What sport you going to put Beckham in? He ain't playing no baseball. He definitely ain't playing no hoop. And he for sure ain't playing no football. And that's just facts. We are too athletic for soccer. You bring their best athletes and you try to bring them over here and play sports. Now they may have one or two, in basketball, and you may have a couple in football. The Nigerians, your culture, they gonna have some football players. You know what I'm saying? But as a whole, can you create a whole league of these NFL players that we produce here in America? Can you create a whole league of NBA players?
I mean, it's a great take. But I also think it goes to, American sports are intertwined with American culture.
Yeah.
It's like cereal and milk in the morning. It's like eggs and bacon and toast and pancakes or hot dogs when I'm grilling outside or hamburgers. Damn, I'm hungry. I'm telling you, it's just like that. Football, like you said, it is about the violence, but also it's about the continuity. It's on every single Sunday. You can catch it on the nationally broadcasted channels, and you know it's consistent every Sunday.
Yeah.
And that's what soccer is for the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Every weekend, I get to watch my team play their league game. It's 1 or 2 games a week, and I get to consistently sit down, watch it, and that's what it is. Over here, it's just never going to be a part of our culture because our league stinks. That also matters.
That's incredibly well said.
Yeah.
Got to get to some super chats. Then we have 1 to 2 more topics on the day. Before we get to the super chats, we got about 20 more minutes left to show. Please do us this favor. Hit the subscribe button. Hit that like button. And don't forget, after you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button to be notified the next time we are going live. But hit that subscribe button, people. Please hit the like button. It pushes us into the algorithm. We do not ask y'all for much during the course of this show just to do that. Smitty, before the super chats, we already talked about the Safety First show, but please talk to me about the virtual Student Athlete Summit, bro. You got a lot
the summit, man. It's all about game, man. We giving free game. A little bit free. You got to pay for a whole lot of the rest, but the initial is free. So me and my brother and my foundation, War Boy Project, we, along with the agency, it's about giving information and knowledge to these young bucks, right? So we got a bunch of experienced panelists.
How can people register? Is it open?
Yeah, it's an open register. It's the link. I think you're going to throw the link in the chat.
Perfect. The link is in the chat.
But, we got Pro Bowlers, all pros. We got world high school coaches that have won state championships. We got
what can I get from this summit as an athlete? If I'm and who's the summit for? Is it for the kids? Is it for the parents? Is it for who's it for?
The summit would be for parents and like high school, mature middle schoolers, but high school kids, college kids, even some young professionals could learn from the summit. It's about experiences. It's about recognition of certain situations. It's about handling things the correct way. It's about trusting the process in a lot of forms. Man, you're going to be hearing from a few guys, right? Some all-league Pac-10 guys, some Pro Bowlers, some first-round draft picks. You can check it out on the link. It's going to tell you who's all's going to be in there.
Love it.
Damn,
But it's information, man.
What?
Family in the chat, show TJ some love and make sure if you have anybody that makes sense to be involved in that virtual Student Athlete Summit that you make sure y'all hit the link. It's in the chat, Ethan?
Yeah, it's in the chat.
Beautiful, it's in the chat. Let's get to some super chat, speaking of.
Yes, sir. Let's do it. Shout out to Stocks by
Hold on.
06.
Why you babying that drink?
My fault.
Oh, he still got
Check
that?
that shit, man.
Hold on, we don't drink it, Acho.
Come on, Smitty, we talking about you right now.
All right, hold on real quick.
Hey.
Speak easy. Cheers to the chat. Hold your glass up one time for me.
One time
Take it
for
with
the
me,
one
chat.
time,
Hold it
one
up.
time for the one time for the one time.
Let's do it.
That'd be crazy. I got 1 month until I can drink again, though. We good.
Man, you all right? Who that burn? Whoa, okay. Shout out to Stocks by Sat 06. Ooh, I'm drunk now. What's up, fellas? Missing my ice cold brother, Social Trade, but this new lineup is hilarious. Shout out to you, Stocks by Sat. We also got Exterminator Richie, 1999. He said, God is good.
All the time.
I said, God is good.
All the time.
Ephesians
And all the
6.
time.
God is good.
Hello.
Ephesians 6, 10, 11. What's up, fellas? He said, welcome TJ and Smitty. I used to trade for TJ Ward on Madden online franchise with that 95 hit power.
stick. Ooh. Hey, that Madden did me right that year.
Good old
They
days,
did me
man.
right.
Good old days. And then we got our cousin, y'all. Everybody take a deep breath.
Weird cuz. Central cuz.
Central Cast with the $10. He said, by the way, Smitty, ask Acho where my contract is at since he's asking me to find clips.
Hey,
Hashtag hire Central Cast.
I'm with that.
Hashtag hire CC. By the way, TJ, I would flame your shit. Example A.
Get on the screen.
somebody,
Get on the screen. I do this.
So funny, bro.
Hey, I do this, Central.
At a high level.
It's hilarious. Central can't swear, bro. You know what, man?
That's the family. We got a few more, though. We got a few more. Let's get to it, man. We got Super Massive Black Hole Bear.
Hey, these names is vicious.
That's a shot at
These
him.
names are
Supermassive
vicious.
black hole bear. Yo, it's me, and I like black holes, and I think they're cool. And Carebear, you're not escaping this account. Okay.
That's got to be Central Cast Burner. That's
Yeah,
got to be
another
what it's
Central
going to be.
Cast
Yeah.
burner.
It might be. We got just Jewel 5,999. Appreciate you. Said so. No upgrade to her landing space. No suspension for her AT's knee directly to her groin. Talking about
Caitlin
Caitlin
Clark, yeah.
No suspension for stepping over her. That in the NFL wouldn't be tolerated. Stop the hate. The WNBA does enough.
She got a game.
Yeah.
Alyssa got the game. Yeah, Alyssa Thomas got a game. One game suspension.
She did get a game, so update you with that. We got three more real quick. OJ with comedy, 999 said random. Shady be having those I'm rich in America takes sometimes. KWIM, and I'm a fan for real. Another take is TJ not woofing anymore, and Aiyuk is starting to feel like Brandon Aiyuk. So a lot to unpack there. Without that.
I'm all
Is it inside?
no, it ain't an inside. It's just another.
We'll go back.
Yeah, we'll go past it. I don't know
Shout out
what
to
it is.
Top Shotter said Carebear, aka CD Lamb Chops, aka Jalen Honey Bunsen, aka Jamarcus Truffle.
Hey, that's a good. Hey, hold on.
Jamarcus Truffle.
Jamarcus Truffle is elite.
I like
Jamarcus
that.
Truffle is a good one. I like that one.
there was
I like that was added to the
There was a
repertoire.
video, TJ, of Care Bear at some youth camp throwing a ball around, and somebody called, because obviously he's a heavy-set individual. Somebody called him. Somebody called him.
Not anymore.
Yeah, you looking good. You looking good,
Come
bro.
on now.
They called him Snap Prescott. They called
Ham
him
Darnold.
Ham Darnold. They
Oh,
called him
my God.
Fat Trick Mahomes.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
They called him, and then Jamarcus Truffle's a good one.
Jamarcus Truffle is
I
elite.
haven't heard that one yet.
Yeah,
That's
no.
elite. It's
Yeah,
top
you
tier.
have
Snack
to get your
Prescott
get
was
back.
yeah.
You got to get your get back.
Nah,
Man.
definitely.
man.
It's okay. I'm getting into the gym.
That's
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Okay. Yeah.
I was curious to this topic. We got TJ Ward in the building. TJ, I'm springing this topic on you. I
Let's
won't
do it.
apologize.
Let's do it.
I believe that the Houston Texans defense this year is a generational defense. I would go as far as to say the Houston Texans defense this year could rival or could be better than the 2015 Denver Broncos defense. Wow. I would go as far as to say Derek Stingley plus Kamari Lassiter plus Will Anderson
Kalen Bullock.
plus Daniil Hunter
Keep going.
plus Kalen Bullock plus Jalen Petrie plus Azeez Al-Shaair could be stacked up against any defense since 2015. You were on a Super Bowl champion defense that did have DeMarcus Ware, did have Von Miller, did have yourself, did have Chris Harris, did have Aqib Talib. I get all that. What defense better? The Houston Texans defense this year or the 2015 Denver Broncos defense? Be polite. Because I know my defense. We can go
I
position
was
for
finna
position.
ask what you had in that cup to even ask that question. It's the one that got the ring. That's who better. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have a ring to even get in the conversation. You ain't got no ring. This is nothing to talk about. You had ample opportunity to get the ring, but you let New England air you out.
The defense did its job.
You let New England air you out.
I think they had three,
They
4
did.
picks, if I'm not
They
mistaken. 3, 4
did.
turnovers.
But guess what? In the moments where they were supposed to give up field goals and not touchdowns, they gave up touchdowns.
CJ Stroud threw 4 picks, T.
Doesn't matter. If you're a all-time generational defense, you limit those. They had what? Along with the 4 turnovers, regardless, the Patriots had like 300 yards in the second half.
What was it?
That sounds like a high number. Let's fact check that.
Yeah, fact check. Probably like 260, something like
I think
that.
something like that.
Yeah. You get in a position to where your back's against the wall. What we didn't do is give up touchdowns when our offense turned the ball over. You getting 3 points, if that. We might knock you out of field goal range like we did in Cleveland. About to go to overtime, the Browns in field goal range. We knocked them out of field goal range.
But the Texans did that. How many times can you do that? You know, a great defense is like a fireman. They come out, they put the fire out. CJ Stroud didn't just have a fire. CJ Stroud had like the entire world was burning.
Yes.
You can only put so much in a fire.
I will say that was one of the worst performances from a quarterback I've ever seen in the playoffs.
New England gained 111 yards of total offense in the second half.
Yeah.
137 in the first half, 248 net yards
248.
in the game.
How many points?
28.
28
in the second half.
Oh, how many points in the second half?
7 in the second half.
And how many? 28 total
28
points.
total
You can't
points.
give up 28 points.
Ooh,
Not
I
in the
think
playoffs.
CJ
But remember, CJ threw. If you throw in 4 picks, TJ, 4 picks.
Yeah, CJ threw a pick 6 though too. He threw a one
You
play
like.
pick 6.
Let's do this then, TJ. Go by positions, sir.
Oh, let's do it.
Go by positions. Respectfully.
Respectfully.
Always
It's all due
respect.
respect.
It's all due
You know
respect.
what? I love what the Texans do on defense. I talked about them all last season. Them and the Broncos.
The corners aren't a competition. It's not a conversation, correct?
What are you talking about? In which way? No, it's not a
Like, it's not a
competition.
conversation, right? Like,
Yeah.
Keith to
you got an all-pro. You know what I mean? You got another 4-pick guy. You got another nickel that's basically an all-pro. Not a conversation.
It's
right?
the Broncos. That's what you're talking about, right? You
No,
cannot be
the team that has
serious.
Derek Stingley.
And what has he done? He got took up top about 3 times last year.
I'm like
At least 3 times.
the first team all-pro Derek Stingley. You talking about that?
You talking about
I'm talking about
the
Derek
second
Stingley
most
Jr., not
interception
that.
touchdowns
He thought I was
in
talking
the
about Derek
NFL.
Stingley Senior.
No, no.
other
He
one.
thought
I'm talking about Junior.
I'm talking about Junior.
I'm talking
communication,
He doesn't
yeah.
communicate.
You talking about you talking about the one?
You talk on
You
you
talking about
again, tell me
you talking about the one that got one-handed by Butte
Junior.
in the playoffs?
The one that's been an all-pro.
You talking about that one? Or you talking about Aqib Talib second
Ooh,
interception for
hold on, hold on.
touchdowns?
Akeem and
Like,
Chris
are you
Harris.
talking about that Aqib? Or you talking
Akeem
about
and Chris Harris
All-Pro,
both have first team All-Pro.
first team All-Pro Chris Harris Jr. Straight
Oh.
Harris.
On the other side, though,
Or you talking about
Kamari Lassiter in 4 picks. On the other side,
4 picks?
just-
You're supposed to get 4 picks as a corner. That's standard.
Easy money.
That's standard.
Easy money.
You're supposed to get 4 picks, especially with the quarterbacks in the league today. They're giving them to you.
Talk tough.
Just giving it out.
They handed them out.
Okay.
Girl thought a
What you
wham or
say,
something.
Capri
Even if a little
Suns?
make a
Like
jump like
Capri
her.
Suns after the little league games?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's how they giving them out.
They give him
Okay.
that.
Now this is gonna get uncomfortable.
Okay. Ooh.
It's bound to have uncomfortable.
You used to that.
I am. You
used to that.
It's gonna get
Mr. Uncomfortable.
It's uncomfortable.
Yeah. I'm
But
comfortable.
you have to factor in stage of their career with what I'm about to say.
go ahead,
Stage of their career, because the 2 individuals are first ballot Hall of Famers.
Okay.
But are we just gonna sleep? Or can we at least discuss Will Anderson and Daniil Hunter?
We can. We definitely
Okay, we can have this conversation.
We can talk about
Because
it.
obviously
Let's
Von
do
Miller
it.
and DeMarcus Ware.
Let's do it.
But
Hey.
can we talk about a first team and a second team All Pro in the same year on the same defense? They both should have been first team All Pros.
Talk about it. Talk
They
about
both
it.
should have been first
Yeah,
team All
They
Pro.
both
is
should have
true.
been first team All-Pro. Okay.
So
How many sacks? 13. I don't. 15?
Will had I think 16, and I think Daniil had 15. Kieran fact check that.
Yeah.
I think Will had
I think Will had like 16 and a half.
Daniil had like 15 and a half?
Yeah.
That's including playoffs.
No, sir.
No. That's
regular
regular
season.
season.
These
Okay.
are just dogs in the regular season.
Okay.
I'm just talking.
Oh,
about.
no. Will had... Oh, Will had 12. Wow.
Yeah,
that's
12.
Exactly. It wasn't
My
that.
fault.
I knew it was lower than that.
I think Daniil
like
had
the fact
more.
check. How you use that again?
Everybody relax.
Fact check
Hold on,
that
hold on,
for me.
Everybody relax.
Daniil
Yeah,
had-
fact check that for me.
I got you. I got you. Daniil ended up having...
The 15?
Yeah, Daniil ended up having a lot. Oh, damn. What the...
Are you taking?
Daniil had 15, yeah. And Will Anderson had 12.
Okay.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Is it? Can we talk about it?
I mean, I don't think it's nothing to talk about, but hey, we here.
It is Speakeasy.
You know, speak lightly.
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't actually.
Okay, because look, you know this
I
is
don't
not
even
even
feel
a conversation.
comfortable. Yeah,
don't do
I don't
that.
feel comfortable.
You don't feel
don't do
comfortable?
that.
I don't feel comfortable.
Yeah, 'cause it
Yeah,
ain't
I
right.
think Vaughn had 16.
I don't feel
Vaughn had
comfortable.
12 and a half or something, and then it was
I don't-
Super Bowl MVP.
you're right. I don't feel
And had every sack,
Vaughn
everybody
won the
was
Super
playing.
Bowl.
But in the playoffs,
Okay.
Daniil did and had the same. Remember, y'all went all the way to the Super Bowl. Let's not forget what the hell Daniil Hunter did in the playoffs to the Patriots.
Talk about it.
Let's not forget what Will Anderson did in the playoffs to the Patriots. I think they had 5 sacks combined in that game and 3 forced fumbles, if I'm not mistaken, in that game alone. Can we just have the conversation?
Can we have the conversation on how
Nah,
both
Shaq
of these
Barrett,
offenses is trash?
Young Shaq.
You talking about the Patriots, and you talking about who?
The Patriots is all
The
garbage.
Pittsburgh Steelers, who they beat with a busted up ass Aaron Rodgers, won. You got you seen what that quarterback did in the Super Bowl? Trash for the Patriots. He took y'all up top for 3 passing touchdowns. And who was the other offense? Who was the other offense?
You're yelling. I don't
Hey,
like
sorry.
it.
also Peyton Manning.
But,
that
okay,
year.
let me
Hold on,
tell you
hold
who
on.
we
Wait,
played in the
hold on.
playoffs. We played Ben Roethlisberger,
Talk about
Hall
it.
of Famer. We played Tom Brady, GOAT. And then we played Super Bowl regular season MVP, one of his kind, Sir Cam Newton.
Also,
It made all them look pretty
R,
mediocre.
Double R regular.
I'm just saying.
Also, I have to add this. Peyton Manning only played 10 games, had that spinal fusion, can't turn his head.
No neck.
He might have been worse than C.J. Stroud. He had 9 touchdowns and 17 picks on his
They
final
benched him,
season.
didn't they? They benched him.
They had him.
See, I want to go there. See, it's
No, it's not to discredit him, but I'm saying like y'all's defense had to carry a huge.
Did a whole
Yeah.
lot, and I got into
They didn't even
this
have a 1,000-yard rusher.
debate with Richard Sherman.
Hold on, no. Keep going.
So, when you look at the offenses we played, Pittsburgh Steelers, we only played 2 playoff games, and Tom Brady, and you're comparing them to C.J. Stroud and who's that other guy in New England?
Drake May.
Drake May? Is this a conversation that we're really having?
But let's be honest though. Let's be honest in the
We got to be honest.
Let's be honest.
Nothing else to do.
The Carolina Panthers were Cam Newton. Period. Let's just be honest.
They didn't have Jonathan Stewart. They didn't have Greg Olsen. They didn't have Ted Ginn.
We're using Ted Ginn now.
Glenville High School.
Did they not have Jericho Cotchery?
We're using Ted. We're using Ted Ginn now. This is not Ohio
Ted
State.
get bad. I'm not gonna lie.
We're using Ted Ginn now to
so
make our
who
defense.
are the comparisons? Who would you say? Butte?
Why you leave with that though?
Yeah.
Why you leave with Boots?
Leave with stuff on
Booty.
DK Metcalf?
Sean Booty, man.
with
Like,
Diggs
these
and
are the
Lee.
receivers. We talking about a 30-year-old Diggs who had 82 yards in the playoffs? Is this what we talking about?
Yeah, like-
But
going on?
okay, they
Like,
are.
what are we- Hey,
this
chat.
Texas-
What they say? Chat. What are we talking about here?
Okay. Let me do this then. Let me do this then.
You on the ropes, Acho?
No. I'm not gonna fight back. I'm gonna change cards.
Yeah, flip it.
I'm gonna change cards.
Caitlin Clark, no fight back.
I will say then. Let's talk 2013 Seattle Seahawks defense.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
'Cause
I've
I know
been
that
through
one
this
well,
too.
You're not even gonna try to debate that, right? You're just gonna say the Seahawks are
Bro,
better.
I've had this, and I got all my cards in my hand. I'm
Okay,
ready
now
to throw everyone out.
Can we get more uncomfortable?
Let's do it.
Kieran, may I get his? It's about to get nasty.
Yeah,
to
are you about to
Speakeasy.
go? You going back further?
No, 2013 is about to
going
get nasty.
back
I was like, you can't go back further.
tired of this shit.
Quarterbacks will throw the football different if you go
tired of
back
this
further.
shit. You going back
DBs,
Yes, sir.
they clear by a landslide.
It's a matter of opinion.
As a matter of fact.
I know it's a matter of opinion.
But first and
opinion,
foremost, do we want to start with the safeties? Because there's a
Let's
guy by the
start
name
with the
There's a
safeties.
guy by the name of Earl Thomas.
Yeah, good.
Who is probably the second best safety of the generation. Just
If you
while
say
we're here.
so, I don't believe that.
While
but
we're,
if you
just
say
while
so.
we're here.
What college did he go to?
He went to Texas, by the way.
Okay, remember.
8-time All-Pro.
Oh, it's a
Eight-
Texas bias.
Hey, no. 8 of them.
Eight-time All-Pro.
Eight-time All-Pro. In case you were curious.
8 sounds a lot.
A whole lot. Only played like 10 years. 8-time All-Pro. There's a guy by the name of Cam Chancellor.
Oh my God.
Respect both of those guys.
Dog,
Tremendous.
You can't disrespect him.
Yeah.
Then on the outside, there's a guy by the name of Richard Sherman.
Richard Sherman?
Some people know about him.
Richard Sherman.
Yeah, one of-
Richard
just
Sherman.
probably another top 2 defensive back.
Don't you ever disrespect me.
That one.
Okay.
That one. I don't think it's a conversation in secondary.
Okay. So you don't think it's a conversation with me and the safeties, Cam Newton and Earl Thomas? Now,
But who's playing next to
they
you?
got the
Roby?
awards, right? When you get the awards.
Who's playing next to you?
Roby? Darren Stewart. Roby was our nickel.
Yeah, it was Darian Stewart.
Darren Stewart, I don't.
Shout out D. Stu.
Darren Stewart had an awesome season that year.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
he's not Cam Chancellor.
Longevity, you change teams.
He's not.
I would be in the Cam Chancellor. It'd be me and Cam
I was
versus
trying to be
and
respectful.
Earl. You feel
I didn't
me?
want to. I can't put Earl in the same conversation.
Watch the season, baby.
I can't. I just
Watch the
I have to be
season.
respectful. I can't mention
Yeah.
Stewart
Did you
and
know?
Earl
Did
Thomas
you
in the
know?
same
Did
sentence.
you?
Yeah.
Hey,
Like,
did you?
that's
Did you?
disrespectful
Did you
to
know?
me.
Did you know that Darren had a forced fumble and a sack in the Super Bowl?
I mean, it's cute.
Did you know he had an interception in the AFC Championship game?
That's
You a great teammate.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hey,
great teammate,
don't be
yeah.
disrespecting my dog.
That's
We gonna be lying.
what is disrespectful is putting Earl Thomas in the same
Bro,
conversation.
Earl
as
Thomas
that
played a
individual.
post. He played a post.
He played the post.
He played a post.
He played every,
That's
he,
it.
He played the whole field.
He played a
son.
post.
What you saying, boss?
He played a post. He does the post very well. He plays the post. He plays the post.
Let's talk Sherman to lead. Do we have? We don't
I'm
have to
taking
have this
Talib.
conversation.
Nah, I just move forward.
I'm taking Talib.
And playing what? Spades?
Man coverage. Hey, go get him. Go get him.
He's talking about
Give
Uno.
me your number one.
Uno, blackjack.
You know what I'm
The
saying?
verse. Yeah, he's not talking about football.
Hey, go get him.
Kinda-
There's nothing you can say in this conversation to pick anyone over the guys that I ran with.
Well, we have to go with numbers.
And what does the number say?
All right. So the numbers: 2013 Legion of Boom defense. The
Okay,
Seattle
I know the
Seahawks.
numbers. What, they had more turnovers?
They had
More
they
turnovers.
had
I
more
know
turnovers.
all the numbers.
They also had less yards per game given
Yes,
up.
they did. Barely.
They had-
But we had less yards per play.
Y'all
We had less yards per play.
okay? Y'all gave up
Yeah.
more points per game.
Because of what? You just mentioned it.
That's true.
You just mentioned the Peyton Manning stat, right?
That is true.
Okay, thank you.
That is true. Now look.
How many
let's go-
points?
let's-
How many
hold on,
points
let's
did that? How many points did the Seahawks?
You
win?
guys, hold on,
How many
hold
points
on.
did the Seahawks?
Hold on,
How many points
One
did
second.
the Seahawks
One
score
second.
that season?
The Denver Broncos had the #1 offense in modern NFL history that season in 2013.
Oh,
Regular season.
Yes, sure, regular
Okay.
season. Yes, they made it to the Super Bowl.
Okay,
Off the back of
they
that
did.
offense,
And they
Wanna know what
performed.
and they scored
performed
8
well.
bomba clap points in the Super Bowl.
What does that have
got
to do
ugly
with
fast.
us?
They got completely shut down.
What does that have to
shut
do
down.
In the
with
Super
our
Bowl.
defense?
Y'all played also an MVP of the league,
Yeah.
and y'all shut him down as well.
And average offense.
And guess
Yeah.
what? That season, what did Cam Newton do to the Seahawks in the playoffs? He put up like 40 points on their ass.
That's true. A different team though.
Different team.
Different
We're not
team.
talking about that team.
Okay,
Different
well,
team. We're talking about
2013.
2013. You have to talk about when Cam was young.
That's
Chancellor,
cool.
you know what I mean?
Do you think that last question for the last topic on the day? Do you think that the Denver Broncos 2015 defense is a top 5 defense since the turn of the century?
I think we're the #1 defense of all time. Point blank, period.
2000 Ravens,
Point blank,
85
period.
Bears.
2000 Ravens.
brother.
Hey, look,
85
I got the numbers on the Ravens too. Don't get it
about Ray.
twisted.
Do his
Do
dance
not
real
get it
quick.
twisted. I got numbers on the two because that conversation comes up a lot. I got the numbers on the 2000 Ravens and I got the numbers on the 2000. You say 13 Seahawks?
Yeah.
We can save this for a whole nother episode.
they're
but
the-
I got all the numbers
The
of why the
Broncos-
2015 Denver Broncos defense is the best defense of all time. You go argue with your mama.
They
Two
are the-
different
a
leagues though.
non-
I don't like comparing them because 85, 2000,
I said turn of the
2013
century.
are all
I said
different
turn of the
leagues.
century.
Okay.
A non-biased take. The Denver Broncos have the 6th best defense since the turn of the century.
Sixth best?
A non-biased
How do you
take.
figure?
You got the 02 Buccaneers.
We won the Super Bowl
So did the
mainly
Buc-
on defense.
So did the Buccaneers. You got the 02 Buccaneers. You got the 2000 Ravens. You got the 2013 Seahawks.
You say the 2000 Ravens? Why? Because they played a busted up ass Giants offense with a below tier quarterback and won the Super Bowl with a fumbling Tiki Barber at running back.
Trent Dilfer
Come on, stop
was
it.
the quarterback.
Stop it.
Trent Dilfer.
Trent Dilfer was okay. He didn't turn the
Exactly.
ball over.
You call
He
him
did-
okay.
Trent Dilfer did not turn the ball over. He was the least turnover quarterback of
Whoop-de-doo.
that
You had
season.
Peyton Manning.
You just hurt.
Kieran, do you want to? I don't want to do
Don't
this.
do
to
that.
TJ.
Don't
My
do that,
dog.
Smitty. Don't do that.
TJ, my dog. I don't want to do this on the last
I hate
podcast. My
comparing-
dog. I've known TJ since I was a
Hey,
kid.
what is the biggest factor in wins and losses in the NFL?
Points?
Turnovers.
Turnovers?
And the Trent Dilfer quarterback that everybody say is ass, no, he wasn't MVP caliber, but guess what he did not do?
Kieran-
Turn the ball over. And guess what else they had? An all-pro running back in
Kieran,
Jamal
for
Lewis.
kicks and giggles, Kieran.
And
just for
Priest
kicks.
Holmes. Don't forget that.
Kieran, look up that Baltimore
Yeah.
Ravens 2000. It will get nasty.
No, yeah. It's,
It will get as
You're
uncomfortable as
living,
you ever
It
got.
I
really
think you
will.
guys are living more on
Yeah.
nostalgia. Remember, we used to play Madden, and the Ravens defense was everybody picked the Ravens because of their defense on
Kieran,
Madden.
shall we?
That's what these
Shall we
guys
just-
is
can we
leaning
just-
towards
can we just
that.
talk
It's
a little bit about
nostalgia.
the-
Let's
just-
talk
yeah,
facts.
I mean, well, if we're looking at the 2000 Ravens defense, if you took
about to get nasty.
they had 1, 2, 3,
It's
4,
about to get
5,
nasty for
6,
y'all.
7, 8, 9 of their 16 games, they let up less than 10 points.
Oh my!
In 3 of those games,
Yeah.
sorry, 4 of
All right,
those
then,
games,
Yeah.
they
Good
had a
show.
shutout.
Good show. Good show.
right,
In 5 of those games,
Now
they
look-
did not allow
Hey,
a
now
touchdown.
look at
Good
those
show. Good
offenses,
show.
and
Good
all
show.
those
Good show.
offenses were bottom tier of the league, 15 and down. I've done the research. Them offenses was bottom tier in the
Well,
NFL.
okay, I also wanted to add some nuance.
Y'all ain't done the research. That's
Hold
why
on,
they
I wanna
talking
add
like
some
this.
nuance.
Chat.
I wanna add some
done
nuance.
did the research.
I think
I
it's-
done did it.
I hear you, TJ. I want to add some nuance.
We all
here.
do.
I hate the comparison to the 2000 Ravens, and I'll tell you why. it was a running league. Then it is a
Facts.
passing league
Fact.
post
That is a
2007,
great
2008.
point. That is a great point.
You're defending more fullbacks and whatnot. What were you defending out there in
did you
2013
know
to 2015?
in
A lot of 12 and a lot of 11
21.
So
personnel.
you're saying it was more
Yeah,
physical?
a lot of
is what you're
21
saying. It was
personnel.
more physical for those defensive
do you
players.
know-
Sure.
Okay.
That we held Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers to 80 yards passing. Do you know that?
It was cold.
It was not cold. It was October in Denver.
Freezing.
It's not cold at all.
High altitude.
They couldn't breathe.
Get some super chat.
You know we beat the GOAT twice that season.
That is true.
These guys can't even beat Tom Brady once. We beat him twice.
Either way, the Seahawks are better than
in the
them.
same
But-
season.
But the Broncos defense was elite. The
crazy, man.
Y'all
defense
gave
was
a
elite.
touchdown in every single
Why
game
everybody
except for
don't
one.
Every
like
game?
the Broncos? What did we
Dang,
do?
they was just giving
What
up.
did we
Seahawks-
do?
Just giving up touchdowns.
Shaq?
You got a touchdown. You got a
Yeah,
touchdown.
the Seahawks, y'all gave up a touchdown in every game except for one. The Seahawks gave up a touchdown in every game except for two. And then,
Like you said, it's a different league.
it is a different league.
Hey, it has been a hell of a show. Do us this solid. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell button to be notified when we go live. But again, if we've done anything for y'all the last 2 hours, it would mean everything to us if you hit the subscribe button and showed us some love, people. Also, show TJ some love. Y'all know he got a couple things going on. We have the link in the chat. The link in the chat, it will send you to the seminar that he has going on, your kids, etc. Middle school and above he was speaking to, but high school as well. If you have any future star athletes in the making, also Safety First Show, support him there. TikTok, Twitter, IG, YouTube at Safety First Show. You can find all of that content. And also, you know, he has a sports agency as well, a man of incredible talents. We'll get some super
Renaissance.
chats.
Yep.
We will get out of the show. Where we at, Smitty?
Our cousin's back again, Central Cast with another $10 one. He said, Carebear, that man BA from Rockland don't play with the Bay like that. You Dallas MFers, I swear. BA one of them weird.
Line it up then. Line it up.
Call him out.
Line it up.
Love it, love
Y'all
it,
wanna
love
do
it.
that.
We got stocks by Sat. He sent us another one, man. What's up, fellas, man? He just showing nothing but love. We got
love,
EST
I
down
can't
underscore
see
Eagle
shit.
down since 2000. He said TJ keeps it a buck. Come back, my brother. High cholesterol bear.
it's
You
low.
twerk for millions.
Yeah, that's low.
They going crazy with the nicknames with you, brother. They got my guy. Who else got? Top Shotter, Carebear, and
Top
Acho.
Shotter.
If you need a stop in the Super Bowl, who you putting out there? No fly zone or Legion of Boom?
That's a good question.
Stop in the Super Bowl,
you need
bro.
one stop.
Side note, dang, thanks, Smitty, on you.
Oh, you done went to another
Okay,
episode.
hold on. If you need one stop in the Super Bowl, what's the down and distance? So much matters. If it's 3rd and 7 or longer, give me the Broncos defense because that pass rush is going to get home. If it is 3rd and 6 or less, give me the Seahawks defense.
Really?
Where you at?
I was gonna say reverse.
Really?
You know why?
Break down why.
Because
Tell me why.
you know 3rd and short distances requires man.
Yeah.
And then 3rd and long is we play 3 buzz and 3rd and long a lot because you know you get that done. That's the Seahawks, you know, main defense. So I would probably switch it if I was.
But are the Seahawks gonna get home? That's my fear.
Oh, I
know
mean
what I
they
mean?
had
Like,
Bennett
they had
and,
Bennett.
and Mebane and
Yep.
they got some.
Maybe
they
had
got some
Cliff.
guys.
Did they have Cliff April? He might.
Yeah, I think
he
so.
might have been
I
there.
think Cliff was there too.
That down and distance. Top shot. A good question. Down and distance matters a lot on that one.
A lot of details there. We do got a $50 one right from
50 ball.
50 ball. Big Damone Jr. said,
What up, Big
Acho,
Damone?
I'm disappointed. You know defense. Hearing you say that is crazy. The Panthers didn't make the Super Bowl on accident. That Broncos defense was legendary. Even if they would have lost the Super Bowl, they still would be a better defense than the Texans.
The Broncos defense was legendary. Legendary is a large word.
A big
Because
word.
to me, legendary means like, are you a top 5 defense all time?
Right.
Yes.
Are
just
you
said
a
number
85 Bears? Are you a 2000 Ravens? Are you a 02 Bucks? Are you a like? I can't. And this isn't even just me. I can't put that Broncos defense there.
First off,
They're similar to the
85
Buccaneers defense.
Bears was 3 yards in a cloud of dust. You ain't have to defend shit but toss, crack, and damn fullback blast. Don't be talking about the 85 defense and mention us in the same. Don't do that.
But they had dudes though.
They had some dudes. Don't get me wrong. But
Mike Singletary, though.
Mike's okay.
You don't remember
man.
back in the day, young
Mike
man.
Singletary, great nostalgia. Anyway,
Absolutely.
I don't know.
But even like that's the only like you can't be if you're not the best defense in a 3-year stretch. How can you be legendary?
Ooh, so in 3 years, like
Who's not
that's
the
the
best
benchmark.
defense
3
in a
years.
The Legion of Boom
stretch.
exists.
And
The Legion of Boom can't exist in 2013.
I give
you
it-
exist in
the only
2015, and you
thing
Right.
the Legion of Boom has on us is they were together longer. That's it.
Yeah. But
That's-
it's like being
that's
the
it.
best defense in a
But for
similar
1
era
year,
means something.
for
though.
1 year, and just go win it on defense. How can you not go with us?
Well, we're talking about the
When
teams. It is 1
had
year.
Beast Mode and Russell Wilson, 8-time, 10-time Pro Bowler. Come on, they got. Let's stop it.
Agree with me on this. The 2013 Broncos.
Mercy Percy,
The
Harvin,
2013.
You get one of them touchdowns on special teams.
The 2013 Broncos is the most.
and they played Nacho.
You got them hot now.
And the half of the Broncos defense was hurt in that Super Bowl. Vaughn didn't play. Danny Trevathan was out. Wolf was out. That's why they were able to score and put up points, and it wasn't much of a matchup. People don't even go to
in
that.
the 2013
That
Super Bowl.
defense was. Chris Harris was out. Who was on that defense? No one. It was all subs.
All I know is whenever they played, one team got they butt spit in, and the other one didn't.
Whoa.
Slow down.
Whoa!
Pump the brakes.
Hey, wait a minute.
This is my first speaking.
know
What
what
was that? Wow. Bar the chat.
Hot to him, all right, boy.
Take it easy. Okay. We got a few more real quick. OG with comedy. He said, my apologies to Ward. Them boys in the back trying to compare MJ to Messi, LeBron to whoever the soccer guy is. Now this. Timberland Bear will be all grayed up soon at this rate. Stop the madness. Timberland Bear. Okay. We got two more. Larice Johnson 90 said, who's better than the 2015 Denver Broncos, 2022 LA Rams, 2023 Kansas City Chiefs, or 2013 Seahawks?
As a team,
As the team.
Who?
you
As
got
a team?
You got to take Chiefs.
Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes.
And a top 5 defense, you got to
Patrick
take.
Mahomes and Andy Reid.
All right,
yeah.
easy one. Easy
Patrick
answer.
Mahomes and Andy Reid, then Rams, then Broncos.
Who the hell is Pat Mahomes gonna throw to against us? Tyreek?
I mean, he
Reid
did.
wasn't there in 2020. Was
No, he did throw the ball to
he's
Scott
right.
Moore against the Ravens'
That's
top
right,
defense
he
of the
wasn't
league, and
there.
then won a
So
championship, though,
that's
still.
they're out.
That's a good point.
The Rams.
They can't be out, though. They played the number one defense of the
played the
league
number
and
one
still
defense,
beat them.
bro.
Who was that?
The Ravens. The Ravens' defense was cold, though.
Word.
That particular
Kyle
year.
Hamilton,
Roquan Smith.
not a big
When
yeah,
was
Roquan
this?
Smith.
I don't remember.
2023
that
when they won the championship versus the 49ers.
And Mahomes.
I
is-
don't know.
Mahomes
And then
No
everybody.
one remembers those
and then
guys.
the 2022 Rams is clearing y'all too, respectfully.
Who?
Jalen Ramsey, Von Miller, Aaron Donald, just on defense. Matthew Stafford on offense,
Yeah.
Triple Crown
Ah,
Hooper,
yeah.
and Sean McVay.
You think
Cooper
so?
Kupp, yeah.
They'll probably
and
beat
Odell
you,
Beckham
probably
Jr.
beat y'all by
too.
2 touchdowns.
Yeah, OBJ.
Yeah,
Maybe
they
two
get
and a
busy.
half.
Sean McVay get busy
Triple
against some of the best
Crown,
defensive
Hey,
coaches.
everybody has a plan till they get punched in the mouth.
That's
True
true.
fact. That's
And
a
we
fact.
punched a lot of motherfuckers in the mouth.
Y'all wasn't finna beat them though with 7
We
touchdowns,
punched a lot of
19
motherfuckers
pick Peyton
right
Manning.
in the mouth. Pow! Oh shit! We thought we was good. Yeah, you did think you was
It
good.
depends what area you played in. You can't hit like y'all was hitting there now.
Nah, y'all
You getting
can't.
flat, you getting
We,
penalized.
we
yeah.
was hitting
That's
just
right.
like the legal way. That's how we was doing it.
All right, last was his last two right here. Larice Johnson 90 said,
No, you just read that
all right,
one.
this is it. Last one. JoJo 04D3G. The Seahawks was the best defense. Stop playing with the 12s. There we
12
go.
men.
There you
know what I
go.
mean?
12
He lives in
men.
Seattle. What do you wanted me to do? He's a Seattle resident.
Look, man, we appreciate you guys for tuning in with us. Appreciate TJ and
Hell
Big
yeah.
Smitty for
Hey, round of
appreciate
applause,
y'all,
round of
man.
applause, round of applause, round of
Right
applause.
now, that's what I'm saying, man.
Round of
It was a great
applause.
show. Almost better without Trey. It's amazing how,
Shout
God
out to
blessed
my
us
dog.
today without Trey's presence or his bid for more money. Look, we appreciate you. We will be back live Sunday night, 11:15 p.m. Eastern. Our boy Trey will be back in the building, 10:15 p.m. Central, 8:15 p.m. Pacific time. Here
Yes,
to
sir.
Speakeasy, Big Smitty and TJ. Do y'all know?
Yes.
We do not respect
We don't
Mountain
respect
Time.
Mountain Time.
We
in
don't.
Speakeasy.
Y'all don't?
Yeah, no. Nah,
Too many
that's
time
where
zones.
Denver is. No, so we don't respect that shit at
That's
all.
what it is?
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, no. Denver
It's
Broncos
in
legend.
between,
And
but
we
it's a
still
great
not respecting
time
it.
when you live there because the East Coast is not too far ahead of you and the West Coast is not too far behind. So you pick up and call anybody at any time. You ain't got to worry about them being asleep or not up yet.
Yeah, no,
It's
but
all
nobody
good.
important lives there. So Central Time is the reason why we actually get that. Look, we will be back live, like I said, Sunday night. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the bell button to be notified when we go live next. For Kieran Icky Simple, TJ Ward, Emmanuel Acho, and
boy.
Big Smitty in the building. Also, everyone in the bike, make some noise in the bike. We'll see you guys next time right back here in the Speakeasy.
Peace.
My head is ringing on the right side.
That was